good buddy. That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Hello? Hello. Everybody, happy Monday, the start of another week. And you join us here, friends, at Jesus, the final part of our Firefly Volcano Series. Over the last few weeks, we've explored some of the most fascinating and dangerous volcanoes from around the world. That's right, sports fans. I'm going to read this like I'm not reading it at all. Wait till you hear this. From Japan's most iconic Mount Fuji all the way to the fiery Kīlauea in Hawaii, well, this week we conclude our visit to the majestic Philippines as we check out Mount Mayon. Ooh, we're going to be in the Britten Norman the BN-2 Islander, also known as the Defender. This aircraft is from Black Box Simulations. It's kind of showing its age, even though it's not terribly old, but it's a fantastic twin-engined aircraft. Now, this volcano, Mt Mayon, well, it's an active stratovolcano located in the province of Albay in the Philippines. It's known, just like myself, for its near perfect conical shape. What, did I lose you? It is the most active volcano in the Philippines, with over 50 eruptions in the past 400 years. Our journey begins at a place I thought, well, it kind of still is. I had a plan for a flight and then Nighthawk came along. Now, Nighthawk, I say this in all jest, you know, but I replaced the word Nighthawk to something that sounded like Nighthawk, right? Because I said he did a better plan than I. He did a better flight plan, and I was like, yeah, that's so much better. I had to kind of swallow my pride and ego, right? You know, gave me indigestion and everything. But yeah, we're following Nighthawk's plan, because, well, it's just better, right? But anyway, we will start off at a place I can pronounce. It's called Borongan Airport, Romeo Papa Victor Whiskey, and it's in a place called Ilocos Sur. Can't pronounce that one. Anyway, we're going to make our way up to an airport up at Legazpi, Romeo Papa Lima Papa. That's in Albay itself, and that's our first stop. Next, we're going to head over to Naga Airport, Romeo Papa Uniform November, and that's over in the Camarines Sur. And as we approach Naga, we're going to prepare for the exploration phase of the flight. That'll see us venture over towards the volcano. Mount Mayon, and it's all the stuff about it. We're going to learn about it shortly, but you'll see it even in the simulator. It looks absolutely incredible. Our final leg is going to take us for a full stop landing in a place called Daet Airport, Romeo Papa Uniform Delta, and that's up in the north part of the island, right? And well, you'll see on the flight plan, with the little adjustments made thanks to Nighthawk, it's a stunning route, right? Because there's a number of volcanoes in the Philippines. Now, Mount Mayon, it is active, it's the largest, it's the loudest, and, well, I mean, the thing erupts quite a bit, right? There was a huge exclusion zone created around the entire volcano only last year, and I think they kind of stood it down around November. I think it was 7 kilometers in any direction, like the exclusion zone, and they set up kind of emergency shelters and camps and all this sort of jazz for the locals. And as you can have imagined, like, people live up the side of a volcano. It wasn't very easy. Just come on, walk down here, it'll be grand. So there was all sorts of logistics involved trying to get them out of there. But the other volcanoes scattered around the area, they're all dormant or even extinct. This one, though, very much rocking and making all sorts of noises. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, how are yous? I was away the weekend, lads. I was at a wedding, an Irish wedding. I'm still not right. And I was hobbling around the place. And they had Peroni on tap, which was great. And to my shock, they had no cocktails. I kind of fancied a bit of an old strawberry daiquiri or, do you know, something. And it turned out, no. So they replaced them with shots. And, well, shots of the devil, right? Anyone who knows them, they are the devil. And I thought I'd be a genius, and I went off. Oh, hang on, there's a whole story behind this, lads. Wait, and the Skoda gets a mention as well. So about, was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. The suit. I'm not one for wearing suits, suits. I'm a pair of shorts and a hoodie, right? Or a t-shirt kind of a fella. But anyway, every now and again, the suit has to be out of storage, right, and sent to the dry cleaners. Which we did. We dropped it down to the local dry cleaners, and I just thought it needed an owl iron. And she goes, "No, look, there's an owl. There's a mark on the leg. You'll not right. I couldn't see it, but they're the professionals." Grand says I picked up the suit, And on Saturday morning, Mrs. Two-Tone went to the trouble of ironing me a shirt. Smelt lovely, creases where they need to be. And only to my shock and awe, it was the wrong shirt. I asked her to iron the wrong shirt. So I went to button it up, lads, right? And now you can imagine, right, I'm winter ready, right? I'm not going to bode well next week or this week. Jesus, it's this week. 44 degrees, like. No. But anyway, it's protective covering for my rock hard abs. Shh, quiet you. But anyway, so I put on the shirt, right? And I'm trying to remember, I was like, surely there's a movie, and I won't say it's The Great Escape, but like, had you been sitting or standing in front of me, you'd have had to go for cover, because the buttons were under savage pressure now. I was like, balls, this is the wrong shirt. What do we do? So I went to my other shirt, the easy fit, not the Daet fit, the easy fit shirt, and did the ironing, and that was all grand. Anyway, so there I am. Right. Oh, and I got the polish out as well. Now, lads, have to tell you, the last time I had to apply black polish to my black shoes, do you know the squidgy polish thing? Not the old Kiwi polish or punch, that you had to kind of melt or, dab it, right? And then you'd be able to bull your boot. You know the crack when it comes to bulling your boots, right? Anyone who has any sort of, the crack, military history, the boot bulling experience. Days and hours, weeks even, spent doing nothing else but bulling your boots, right? So I have all the gear, and I went for the handy one, which is like a liquidy kind of a polish with a sponge head, and all you do, you give it a quick 1-2 Uniflu, and well, you're done, right? Well, the last time I went to do this, the soft, squidgy head had completely hardened, and of course me, brute force and ignorance, went to squeeze it, and I squeezed the bottle so much, the thing, not unlike a volcano, erupted all over the shop. Now, black shoe polish all over and it squirted, right? It was an absolute disaster. All over the bed, all over the carpet. And when I did this, Mrs. Two-Tone was away for the weekend. So I had to kind of break her into the entire story very gently. The light in the room is broken, dear. I'll fix it tomorrow. Here's a torch, And then the next day, what is this? Sorry, I must go. I must dash. I have to go to work. And then, the badness eventually caught up with me. Anyway, there I was on Saturday morning, sitting on the side of the bed with some polish.
That's a big 10-4.
And this polish I got from my dad. I was like, Dad, have you got any polish? Of course. I need some boot polish, shoe polish. And in came all my dad's polish. Right? It is right. 30 odd years in the military, the man's going to have good polish, right? And here's the bottle. I said, that's the best stuff ever. You don't need to, there's no, you just squeeze it on and it's grand. Feckin' thing exploded again, but it didn't go on the bed. It went into a spot that we'll never again be able to see because it actually squirted in behind the radiator, the gap between the radiator and the wall. That's where it's gone. But anyway, that's not even half of it. Eventually got myself dressed up all nice like and went to the wedding and all was grand and I hobbled around the place. And I was talking about shots, right? So my beautiful suit, it's all clean and dry cleaned and looks fabulous. And I'm sitting at the table and we play a game at a wedding.
Oh, jeez.
Right? We'll get to the volcano stuff now in a sec. This is terribly important. At a wedding you play a game. And it's usually when the best man or all the speeches happen, right? And there's two ways to play the game. You either play it by the total duration, who had 40 minutes, right? Or whenever anyone in the bridal party giving a speech says the words, I would just like to thank, emphasizing on the thank or thank you, right? You have to pass the jar around the table. Now, there's 10 at the table. Everyone puts in 20 quid. So, right, it's right. So there's now a big, right, the pot of gold is now moving. Anyway, lads, I won the pot. It landed to me and they said, and that's the end of it. Jesus, I'm after winning all of this. So you have to do I couldn't do what I wanted to do, into the pocket. Good night now. No, I had to buy a round. So I went up anyway to buy cocktails. And to my horror, there was none. So we got shots. And what I got was Jägermeister, right? Good old Jägermeister, right? So your man puts out all the shots and I'm now carrying them on a tray. That's why I was never going to be a surgeon. Do you know what I mean? So I'm now walking back to the table and the shots are giving it all of this inside and put them down. Right, lads, there's your shots. Jesus Murph, is there any left? Shut up, will you? Right, so they all had their shots. And as the drink usually does, it kind of gives you a different sort of a persuasion, a different outlook. For I had seen such had spilled out of the little shotteen glasses, there was sufficient left in the tray. So I said, hang on a second, we can actually generate a free shot. You know, we can create one by using what had spilled, right? So, you know, put down the shot glass and very gently with the tray, start pouring it in. And now the shot started going around the table because we started playing a new game. And the new game, do you ever play the alphabet game, like the country game? So if I say America, that ends on an A, you need to come up with a word. Let's say, you know, it doesn't have to be a country. It can be a town, a city, or a place. So someone says Alabama. Oh, that's another A. They say Australia. So the A's aren't too bad. But then you get some smarters and they come along and like, you know, Albox. Oh, for God's sake, that's X? What starts with X? Xanadu, maybe. All right, there's a U. And then you throw in Uruguay, and then there's a Y in it. Y, J, right? So very quickly the game gets incredibly difficult. Whatever happened anyway, the drink missed me. I mean, it landed to the dude sitting beside me. Yeah, you have to drink it now. This is the end of the game. You have to drink the shot. Anyway, whatever happened, he went to pick up the glass and drink it, but that's what he said he was trying to do. He knocked over the glass, and the glass contents went all over my suit. And it wasn't like a clean kind of it poured. No. It exploded. Dots all over I looked like I did something terribly childish. Destroyed myself.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
But I had to go into the men's room and, you know, get very close to the hand dryer. We've all been there. But then the Skoda. Yeah, I said about the Skoda. There today. Ah, Jesus, that hurt completely. There today. Oh, Jesus, this is leaking. Hang on. You see, if you don't tighten these up, lads, they leak, right? They leak. This is the holy water chalice. The chalice of holy water, look, right? And when you sign up to the holy crowd, well, they send you out a bottle, and that's the gadget that you shake. However, very similar to that of a grenade. If you don't put the top on correctly, it's liable to go everywhere, right? So what happened to me in the car this morning, driving to work, my first day back in the office because I was crippled last week because I'm in Egypt with me back, and I was in the car and I said, right, it's time to have some holy water, and I went to take it out of the spot beside me as I'm driving, right? Skoda, cruise control, and you get to bottom, yeah. I said, we'll give it an old shake. Oh, Jesus Christ. The thing absolutely exploded all over myself. The leg, lap, and crotchal region. I absolutely destroyed myself. And then I said, I need to dry this before I get into work. So now I have all the vents in the Skoda pointed right. And I was saying, the hot air was doing nothing. Then I put on the cold air. Then I kind of got a bit worried about life for a minute. And then I turned it back on to normal air. And I went into work with a ginormous wet patch. Ah, great to see Murph. You all right? You'll never believe what I did. My drink exploded. It did, yeah. And now here we are. You are completely caught up with what I got up to over the weekend and most of today. And now I've told you. So I've nothing further to worry about, right? That was on me mind. I'm having a terrible day. And now I've shared all of this with you. And now you'll all sit there, agree and saying, isn't he a terrible idiot? Yes, right? It's brilliant. So
who's in charge?
Right?
You haven't a clue what you're doing.
Wished you. So we're now caught up. And now we're going to talk about volcanoes and islanders as we fly around a volcanic island. Do you see the segues? Right. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Vegas in like 36 hours. 36 hours? Right. Now, shh. I'm not in any way excited. This is just like a normal day for me. You know, Ireland one day, Las Vegas the next day. I mean, right, the transition won't even feel it. Counting the seconds, lads. But anyway, who's here? Have I kept you? Is he still talking? Right, that's very loud. Ah, yes. Welcome in, lads. Great to see you. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend and start wearing some rain gear. Airlock Doc is here. Today is day 0 of the Gibbo invasion. Prepare yourself. Airlock, for, you know, an extra tiered subscription, I can send you pictures of Gibbo. Well, like, right. I mean, listen, you can come up with the rest of that. Use your imagination. Hello? Are we online? Why is the power gone? Good to see you, Airlock. Now, who else is here? Rabbiter, good evening. Good to see you. Ninecep is in the house, back from his holidays and subscribed for 43 months, man. 43 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's great to see you. Viper Strike is in the house. He says, good afternoon, Murph and Fireflies. I flew the Chancellor across Peru. Oh, nice, man. Vacuum is in the house. A very good day to you. Cy Murray is here. 35 months at a tier 1 sub. Cy, thank you very much indeed. It's great to see you, man. Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce and wolfy. Big Bone Baggins.
Big 10-4, good buddy.
Well, hello. Good to see you, man. Willow, how much is here? Super Ty. Welcome aboard, man. AJH. To keep it Tom, good to see you. Lee Dixon is here. Waylon Chutani. Good evening. Nightsep, did you have a ball on your vacation? Right, you know, loads of pictures. Retriever Neil, happy Monday. Kozaki Flyer, we are saved, or at least our funny bone is. Why do they call it a fun? It's never funny when you hit it. Good to see you, man. Bell Bro is here. 4 hellos. Be the Jesus, it is. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome in. 98 Vulcan, happy Monday. Rob MCR is here. Echo Charlie, hello. PH Roy, he says, good evening. The last stream for Ireland. The Jesus. Is it? I might be on tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. I'm terribly busy. I've nothing organised. I have to pack my bag as well tomorrow. Do you know? So we'll see how we go. But if not, we will be back to you live this coming Friday. Gibbo is going to be taking over the entire broadcasting on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And he'll hopefully be able to patch into me while I'm over there. Well, not there, but like Vegas. Do you know, we've tested all the technology works, you know. It's brilliant. I'm Ron Burgundy. Right. It'll be grand. But yes, onboard simulations, good to see you. Tarnished Mossman is here, welcome in. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH John, hope all is well, man. Toto is in the house. Good to see you.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Spitfire RAF 100, very welcome aboard. Sun Jammer is here, welcome in. SK Sun is in the house. Retriever Neil says, Murph, me Skoda has gone in for its first service and a software update. I asked if it mean I could play Microsoft Flight Sim in the car, and the receptionist looked blankly at me. Do you know why that happened, Retriever Neil? I can tell you exactly why that happened. For you said you wanted to play Microsoft Flight Simulator. Had you replaced the play with sim, I want to simulate Microsoft Flight Simulator, she would have said, yes, we can. Just not with this car. But yes, Colonel Fork is here. Jesus, Colonel Fork, 47 months. That's almost half a year. Dude, tier 3 at 47 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. That is insane support. That's rolling on, man. That's unbelievable. That's a year away from 5 years. Holy crap, man. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Soaring AJ in the house, tier 3, 41 months. Lads, you're bringing out the big guns tonight. Thank you very, very much indeed. Hope you're all keeping very well. And Colonel Fork and Soaring AJ, lads, thank you very much indeed. Led Ballooner, good to see you. Martel is in the house. Hello, hello. Gibbo Ireland. Sir, how are you, Gibbo? It's a pleasure to see you, Gibbo. Yes. Pleasure, indeed. Welcome in. The software update is so the rear window heater stays on when the car failed, so you have somewhere warm to push against. Yeah, no. What are you talking about? Right, Skodas are just brilliant. Elf, good to see you. Hemming Bird is here. She says, I bumped into Keen earlier. He wanted to show me a magic trick. He said, take a card, any card. So I took his Visa. Watch my overdraft disappear. Good to see you, Hemmingbird. How are you? And where's Kane? Poor old devil. Insidious, welcome in. Trith4 is here. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much. Yes, there shall be fun. Really looking forward to meeting up with folks over there. That's for me, that's the highlight. It's getting to meet folks. So I can't wait for it. Richie Ricardo, good to see you, man. What does the flight plan have in store for us tonight? Mountains and volcanoes and some places to land. We hope. Stick Figure, good to see you, man. Hemmingbird, thank you so much indeed for the 500 bits. Jesus. God almighty. There was an ickle update. Indeed there was. As you start Microsoft Flight Sim, there is a nav data update. And we should be good. Let me see. Zythi is here, good to see you. Meant to ask you how the back is. Trait's waiting to tell you. Well, it's there. Like, it's getting better, like, but it's still, but it's better. It's not 100%, but we're getting there. But thanks for asking. Muse Fan is here. How are you, just mad bunch of agencies, he says. Very happy Monday to you, Muse. Hope you're well. 4 Prawns, good to see you. Now, did it begin with shh Yes, it did. Canoe Head, he says, Canadians can't live without them. There he is. What are you talking about? Murph doesn't use a prompter. The prompter uses Murph. I get technology, I get it. Rambog Mord is in the chat. Good to see you, man. You're very welcome aboard. Mr. Dan is here. Welcome in. Old Veteran 965 has rambled into the chat saying, afternoon all, 2 days and a wake up until Expo. Woohoo, he says in a proud and happy voice. It's great to see you, man. Looking forward to it. Let's me Chinooking, says Mr. Dan. Get up there, yard with the Chinooking. What's this now? Hemingward says, were you in tears as well as the cake?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Brilliant. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Epic Fool is here. They're in Dortmund. Didn't know volcanoes could be German. They are. The German type. Might need a tux for Vegas. Oh no, loose clothing only. Gaseous Maximus, good to see you. You need to be packed already, Murphy. Literally nothing packed. Nothing. But yes, 98 Vulcan says, many moons ago, I had the pleasure of sitting in the jump seat behind the captain of a Philippine Airlines DC-10. It was an amazing experience, and the captain looked like he was just out of high school. Yes, that always adds to the, oh Jesus, the guns are never own, right? Sweaty and in Crocs, says Max Lightweight. You're going to look like a disgraced geography teacher in Vegas. That's brilliant.
Oh, Jesus.
It'll be hilarious. You can climb Mount Mayon on some occasions, but if you get quite a fairly long line of sight, some mountains, you can see if the air is good, including Mount Halcon, which is nearly 300 kilometers away. Jeez, a super tie. It's fantastic. The euphemisms, right? No, talking about something different. Wait, what are we doing? Airman, good to see you. Captain Arash is here. 37 months, my dude. Great to see you, man. I hope you're keeping very well. Trit says, Blast, I thought you'd be vetting some sensible coverage. Apart from, your man's going to give us. And, it'd be grand. What do you mean, Trits? Your man's going to give us. It'd be grand. Now, where are we at? We're over here. The lad's going to be in trouble. Always am. Are we talking about shoe polish? Yeah. Yes! Jesus. Right. Murphy has a polish fetish. It's of no coincidence there is some mud silk. But no, you need to have shiny shoes. But that's what's wrong with today's generation. They don't know how to polish their shoes. They're going around with dull and dirty shoes. I mean, where's the respect? Do you know? I'm from that generation that if you didn't do what you were told, you were bashed out of it. None of this clip behind the ear business. No. Do it. Oh, I will do it. Right, do you know? So yeah, you need to polish the shoes. And Jaeger, yeah, Jesus then, Hey, Patrick is here. Good to see you, Patrick. You're very welcome aboard. Now, where are we at? Wayland says, the way this seems to be going tonight, I might be out of fuel before takeoff. It'd be grand, right? It'd be grand. Dirty shots are deadly. Dirty? What do you mean, dirty? Dirty, is it? I love that game. It's dangerous. Now, where are we at? We're over here, look. Devil Dude, thank you very much. A shiny purple button. 29 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. It's great to see you. Right, now, an explosive weekend, Jesus. Whose gadget are you shaking? Wait, what? Where are we? Gibbo says, I have a friend who left a lit Sambuca too long before drinking it. Ended up burning a shot ring into his lips. Oh, dear. Hilarious, but ouch, right? Jesus. Now, talking about the Skoda now. Yeah. Oh, dear. Shorts and a jumper. Are you hot or cold? Exactly. I'm lukewarm. It's calmly mild. But yes, no undies McGee is here. It's good to see you. Now, that's your story and you're sticking to it, like your trousers to your leg. Yes. But did you hurt your finger? I didn't. No, there was no injuries, I have to say. Are you going to be at Expo, says Captain Ray? Yes, sir. I certainly will. I zoned out there. What did you say? Can you go back and repeat it, says Alf? Yeah. I'll tell you all about it, right? Right, where's this now? Next Microsoft Flight Sim City update is Las Vegas. It is. I don't know when they're bringing it out, though. Is he still talking? He's always still talking. Hello, Chalks, welcome in. Yeah, I'm still talking. Well, tell us about the 4K. Listen, right, I'm streaming coming on about 5 years, and I've never managed to be able to get 4K streaming in Twitch, right? Gibbo doing a test yesterday. The second he turned on his gadget, 4K. I was like, Gibbo, you're getting 4K there. He's like, yeah, I know. What? Right? It's grand. I mean, I get over it. You know, I cried a little bit. Mr. Z Rider is here. Good to see you. Piper 201T. 2 months, my dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. Very kind for your Prime subscription. Oh, look, there's a moth. Can you see it? Can you see the fly? There's a fly flying in the room. Wait, get out and pave the traffic. Get. A little moth.
Oh, Jesus.
Moth. There was a moth in the room. Vegas, it's over. Hang on, it's over there. Points at random direction. Yeah. Shoot the Bandit is here. Good to see you. I tried to get in my car for a service. Couldn't fix it though. Or couldn't fit it through the church doors. Zybok Doc calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. I hope you're keeping very well indeed. And now let me see. We're catching up. Lee McKeelan Mike is here. Welcome aboard. Ozzy Mandius has subscribed. 28 months.
Good buddy.
Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy.
Jesus.
What's going on? That's all buttons. Welcome in. I thought the Irish invented volcanoes. The Irish invented volcanoes. It was in the year 1937. And they've been going well ever since. Do you know? Right. Are you...
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
The buttons, lads. Are your batteries charged? No, Scott. Nothing done. I'll do it all tomorrow. That's my plan, right? But thank you very much. May TSA leave you alone, says Kozaki Flyer, as he subliminally puts on a rubber glove. Jesus. Captain McCoy, it's good to see you, man. You're very welcome in. Dragon617 is here.
Oh, behave.
Sweet lamb of Jesus, will you stop pressing buttons? Lock and load, good to see you. Right. Jesus, super tight. Over here now. I like walking through mud in my Adidas runners. Oh, Jesus. Did you buy them, Patrick? Did you buy them? If you bought your Adidas runners, you would not go through the mud at all. Unless you were wearing, your mate's Adidas runners. The bot didn't like that. Oh, really? Wombat49, you're very welcome in. Just lurking for a bit. Happy Monday to you, my dude. Hope all is well. Crying Zonda is here. Good to see you. Right, we're catching up. Dougal McTavish, the chairman. 36 months, Dougal. Jesus, thank you very much. He says, I can't fly tonight, but the lurking amongst this bunch of retrobates and jet. Well, thank you very much. Great to see you, Dougal. I hope you're well, man. Leave it, Murph, to be scared of a moth. Oh, leave it to Murph to be scared of a moth. They'll leave him alone. Moths like bright lights. Are you trying to say I'm dim? That's a very polite way of saying you're a dumbass, Murphy. Wait, what? Right?
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Who did that? Look at the timing. And now they've broken the lights. God almighty.
Jesus.
Can I get a word in, edgeways? That's right. God almighty. Right, Airlock says the TSA agents are good. They introduce themselves as, hi, Ben? What? Jesus. No, God, no. They were a Christmas present. You see? Right. Transition, Adidas. Oh, yes. Yes. We'll do the thing now in a second. Right. Well played, Zybok. Yeah, you scared the crap out of me. Now, over to YouTube. My coffee. Good to see you. Mrs. TPHI17. Welcome in. Amarchi is here. Good to see you. Jesus, lads, is busy. Steve Stavanos, you're welcome in. Tier 0. Happy Monday. Hope you're well, man. Dave Duke Dale, Banana Dave, welcome in, my dude. Randy Godwin is here. Murph, will you be broadcasting live from Vegas? Yes, we will. Gibbo has very kindly offered to give up his time next week. Well, this week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, lads. And the idea being, Gibbo will fire the stream, welcome you all in. Explain to the world just how nice a fella I really am and how skilled I am with technical things. And then patch it over to me. And I'd be like, reporting live beside the pool is a man with a face. Thanks, Gibbo. We're here. Right, that'll be me. I can't wait. Abnormal C, good to see you. Kingsman9965, all the way from Liverpool. Welcome in. Good to see you, my dude. Let me see. Anyone else I've missed, just say hello. Arctic Chill, good to see you. Beat the Jesus. US Air Force Med Tech, welcome in. Very happy Monday.
Hello, Bakuptai. Will Murphy get on the plane on time for Vegas? Will he be packed? Will he have all of his equipment? Will he have his batteries charged? No.
Jesus. God almighty, even more than Freeman came in. Right, anyway, we'll start with a bit of flying here, I suppose. I mean, that's why we're here, isn't it? We want to go explore volcanoes and stuff, not listen to me about me shoe polish. Gibbo is doing the poolside reporting. No, I'll be the poolside. Is there something wrong with that I'm going to be on the poolside? I'd be very careful where the camera placements are. I've been working on that all week. Do you know what I mean? Right, what are we doing? We're doing this. Yes. Did Ho ever hear such a good load of... Yeah, Yeah, Tritz. I agree. Mr. Dance Chinook has started. That's the transition sound. Right, come over here, and the camera will almost be not safe for work. It'll be grand. Now, good to hear. No withdrawals. Indeed, Randy, indeed. Now, before we get started, a shout out, of course, Mrs. TPHI has resubscribed as a member over on our YouTube channel as well. Thank you very, very much indeed. Insane kindness. You're very, very good. Murph is finally going to do that hot tub stream.
Hello there.
Oh my. Well, it'll be hot tub so far as, I'll bring like a tub of, right, and it'll be hot. Right. I was told they don't hire Skodas as they wanted more reliable cars. Keane Lafford rambled in. Good to see you, Keane. Great to see you. Right, I thought you were holed up in a trailer park. Listen, it'll be grand, right? Hey, Dutch, it'll be fine, right? So anyway, here we are, friends. We're going to go flying now, and isn't this all terrible great news? This is what the flight plan looks like. It's way more interesting than what I had done. So we're going to start off down here. That's the location. Romeo Papa Victor Whiskey. For relaxing times, make it San Santorino times. We're near enough to it. But anyway, we're going to start off from that. And then we ramble across over to this neck of the woods. And our first waypoint, we're going to pass by a very old volcano, Mount Bulasan. From there, we continue on, and our first landing of the night is just down into Kīlauea, and it's going to be that of Legazpi. And the ICAO code for here, that is in there somewhere. We have it in our flight plan. But anyway, you get the idea. Next up, we're going to go to the Mayon volcano, Mount Mayon. That's our main target. That's what we're after this evening. That's what we're going to be looking at. Then we're going to traipse up, kind of following up to the northwest, and we're going to go up by Mount Auriga. And then we have another one over here is Isarog. And then we come back down towards Naga. And then finally, it's up near Mercedes and Daet. And we're going to do a full stop landing, Romeo Papa Uniform Delta. All right. So flight time today, about an hour and 40 minutes, a couple of stops along the way. And I'm hoping for some very, very nice scenery. Now, the aircraft we're in, the Britten Norman BN-2 Islander. This is converted into the Defender 4000 series aircraft. They were used in military and law enforcement. The Irish Air Corps operated one of these for the GASU, right? The GASU, the Garda Air Support Unit.
Oh, Jesus.
I remember when the Guards got the first aircraft, every newspaper in Ireland were like, pigs fly? That was right. Cops fly. Right, it's not important. But anyway, here we are, right? And black box simulations. These guys have made some really, really, really good aircraft. When it comes to the visuals, they can be a little bit hit and miss. However, the flight modeling and how the things behave, they're very, very, very good at that. So there are a couple of weird, janky textures when it comes to, the level of detail, if you like, especially up close. The textures kind of come across a little bit clean or a little bit, but very, very good. They're still a very, very good aircraft. This one here is part of the latest update, the version 2 of the Islander. These guys also made the Trilander. And one thing I will say about black box simulations, they definitely pick on the weird and wonderful looking aircraft. And the Islander, you've probably seen these things flying in and out of like St. Bart's and, out in the Caribbean. But they're also very, very popular over this side of the pond as well, operating out of the Aran Islands. They operate up in Scotland. And of course, as I said, different militaries and law enforcement operate them as well. They're a magnificent aircraft with incredible short takeoff and landing capabilities. This aircraft is done very, very well. It's the flying, it's the fun of flying you get, or a sense of the flying you get out of the black box aircraft. They just handle well. There's just something about them. And because the textures are what they are, you tend to get very good performance flying these type of aircraft. All right. So external, we can see we've all sorts of stuff here. This aircraft configuration is actually based on a maritime patrol, which includes a SAR life raft, which is a droppable raft. That's what that gadget does, including a couple of extended fuel tanks. And when it comes to the systems on board, a lot of these aircraft would have, fast moving cameras, super zoom, thermal imaging, very high tech stuff when it comes to what the cops would use, or indeed for maritime patrol. Maritime patrol mainly looking at illegal fishery, drugs and all this sort of stuff moving in. Do you know what I mean? Close up of said textures, yeah. We'll have a look when we're inside in the cockpit, but like you'll see rivets, for example, they're drawn on. You know what I mean? You know, other places, you know, when you look at the crease marks when it comes to the wing, it's kind of rough and ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's grand and all, but like a couple of textures here, like you get the idea, yeah. Like it's just a little bit rough in places. You know what I mean? But it's a unique airplane that I would say will try and look beyond that. A couple of sharp edges, like, you know what I mean? You'd pop a balloon off that. Try and look beyond it, only because with the aircraft flies very, very well, and it is going to be, you know, quite light when it comes to your performance, right? Quite light. So we're going to jump inside in the cockpit here and get the aircraft set up. And again, you're looking at the cockpit going, oh, yeah. Again, the textures not being the strong point, but it's very, very functional. In actual fact, the systems simulation on this aircraft, well, it's up there with the best of them. They've done a really good job here at modeling the systems. They're accurate. They behave just like the real world aircraft. And the Islander, relatively straightforward to fly. You look at the more complex aircraft like the Shorts 360, really, really good. Really, really good. So we're going to get our doors shut down here or closed up. And we do have little switches here. So you don't have click spots on the doors, but you do have a little panel here and they'll close all our doors. All right. So that's the first thing. Second thing, can't move down. The second thing, we have a little clipboard over here and we can remove all the static elements, which is nice. You know, it's a click of a switch. It's just nice that they added those in. So next up, we're going to look at our engine controls here. So we're going to put our prop to full and make sure the throttle works. It does. We'll go messing with the mixtures here now in a moment. A bit of familiarization. So the parking brake is on. That's our carb heat. Leave that off for the moment. We'll try and get a little bit of familiarization of what's happening. Now you can, the little chrono here works. You know, you can mess around with that, change the time, get the old stopwatch going, and you can time. Like this is all modeled fully. Like, it's nice, right? So you can stop, reset, and start again. That's a nice, neat little feature. They've modeled that in. It's €10 on the marketplace. There you go, lads. It's a steal. Only because it's a good aircraft, right? Now, moving on, we're going to have a look. So we have our main six-pack here: airspeed, turn and slip, artificial horizon, heading, vertical speed, and altimeter. Wonderful stuff. We have a number of navigational gauges here, VOR and such. Engine, so we have RPM, manifold pressure, and fuel flow. The gyro indicator for suction, that lets you know if it's working, and it's all modeled. Carb temp for both engines. You have mixture temperature, and over here then we have our fuel. So we see cylinder head temperature, oil pressure, and then our fuel pressure. You have a Hobbs meter for both engines. Underwing tanks, we can use those, which are super handy. And what else do we have then? For the electrical, we have pitot, stall, anti-ice, propeller de-ice. We have internal lighting, external lighting, your panel lights. Go ahead and turn those on. First thing we do, get a beacon light turned on. And once we engage the battery, the beacon light will come on. So we're going to go with the battery. That was a flap moving. Now, you can also put it onto external power source if you like. We're going to leave it be. And we can check then our ampemeter to see where our electrical power is coming from. Over on the right hand side, well, we have some avionics, communications. We have a 530 built in there. We do have an ADF. We have a Bendix King 6.2 Alpha, and also the CAP 140 backup altimeter. I'm not sure what that red light does. It's just a tester. And then we have our circuit breakers, and these are all modeled. As I said, the systems on this aircraft, they're very, very good. All right. Now, onto our overhead, we have a couple of options here. Cabin air, environmental stuff, not simulated, but that's where it lives. Your magnetos, your starter. Moving across then, we can see where our flap indicator is. Fuel pumps, transfer pumps. So you transfer from the outer into the center and off they go. Tip tanks, which we have fitted as well. And they're copied all the way across. So you can see over here your ampemeter, with your voltage and then amps. All right, so we've more than 28 volts. That's going to be good for a start. Again, we can have a look here at our tip tank. They're looking good. And over there then, that's, as I said, is your temperature. A couple of options here. They don't work. All right. When it comes to the interior, it changes depending on the type of aircraft you've gone for. If you've gone with the passenger variant, you'll see seats. If you've gone with a cargo variant, you'll see cargo. And this one here being the Maritime Patrol. Juliana is looking after things. She's looking at some stuff. You can't interact with it. It's just there, but it's nice. Looks the job, right? So, to get ourselves started, we're going to start the right engine first. So, our beacon light is already on. Fuel pump we can engage, but most of our stuff is going to live up here. So, it's going to be the right-hand side. So, we're going to put on the fuel pump. And we're going to make sure that our fuel tank is actually in the on position. Now, I think that's right. We'll find out very, very quickly. So let's see what happens. So fuel, right? Am I getting a fuel flow? Fuel pressure's good. Fuel flow. Fuel flow is over here. So if we bring the prop back. Interesting. Interesting. Right, well, let's see what happens. I mean, it'll either explode or it won't. So right-hand side, gens, and we want to do a start, yeah? So Mag's on the right-hand side, and we'll see if she fires. I think we're done, right? So we'll say clear prop. Didn't like that at all. What did we miss now? Fuel is on. Oh, wait, hang on. There's something I need to do here. I think it's this gadget here. Starter isolator. That's what was wrong. Right. Let's try that again. So we're going to say clear prop. Hopefully this starts now. Huzzah! Okay, let's monitor this. So there is fuel flow on the right-hand side. We're looking good. Yeah, generator turned on. And what else do we need to do? Fuel. That's good and that's good. So, on your fuel, yeah, we have different tanks, right? So we're saying, right, starboard tank. So they're both on. Left nose, that's your trim. So I wonder is that the main tank they're on? Let's try it on that, we'll see. I'll see what way they're draining now in a moment. Right, next up is going to be the left side. Repeat the process. Left-hand side. Mags, come on. Fuel pump on. And let's see what happens here. Right. We got a good start. Hey, Ian McLav is here. Good to see you, man. Both forward, Murph. They're cross-feeding the way we have it. So they're now on their main tank. Super, okay. And we're learning. Brilliant. What do we need to do here now? Close that. Generator on. And the starter isolator isolated. Right, that's grand. What else we need to do? Avionics need to come online. So we have a couple of things to mess with here. So nav lights. Beacon is already on. Panel lights. Panel lights are there. Bring those up. And looking across the way, let me see. Radios, nav. That's all grand. Master avionics switch. They're coming alive. Let this warm up. Sounds good, doesn't it? Now, if you ever got a chance to actually sit in one of these airplanes, they shake, rattle, and roll all over the place. Like, they're, like, shocking, right? Now, fix your camera positions here, you big umpty. Hang on a second. That's good. And that one looks okay-ish. Right, okay, so avionics, let's parry on there. So we're going to say okay to this. Now, our flight plan is probably loaded. It is. That's grand. CDI is going to stay on GPS. Message. Set a course to 311. Worry about that now in a moment. What else do you want to do here? So flight plan is good. Our nav, searching for GPS. No GPS position. Give that a moment to try and find some satellites. Let me see. Our autopilot unit, we'll call it 4,000 feet starting off. And let's see what that can do. Acquiring satellites, brilliant. Your ADF is here. We're not going to be using that for the moment. We're going to reset our barrow. Current barrow is giving us 2983, it looks like, or very close to it. Our heading is here, and then, well, it's our course we want to mess with, isn't it? So reset the old heading there, 311, and then that's our heading. So that's all grand. We can use our nav one. So what did it tell us? Set course to 311 degrees. It should work on the nav, shouldn't it? Yeah, 311. Super duper. Message off. Acquiring satellites. Satellites are good. Into nav mode, and now we're looking good. Super duper. What else do we need to do here? Get additional lights on. So we're going to get some landing lights. Passenger signs if we want them. Pitot heat can come on. And all that is looking terribly good. We're going to turn on some multiplayer. Southeast Asian server, lads. And as we're waiting for that to load in, a quick inspection of the airfield that we're at. we're going to be departing out of... where's the wind blowing? We'll blast off from runway 20. Pretty good on non-prepare airships. This thing, it's awesome. What's the black square frame on the heat shield on the windscreen? So that's for heating up. It's so you know, like the element on the back of your car for like clearing off. Well, it's your windscreen heater. It'll clear. Some aircraft have them bigger. Other aircraft have a little area or a panel on it, and that's what they do. Right, so we're about to move because we're inside a Bonanza. So let's just get out of his way for a second. And hopefully the stutters won't be too bad. So we'll ramble over this way. Hey, look at this. We've got a great selection of aircraft already. Look at this. Now, recommended aircraft for today's flight. Anything that'll get you up around kind of 120, 130 knots. Live weather says 02. Jesus. Well, looking at the weather sock, it's giving us 20. That's odd, isn't it? Am I on live weather? I think I am. Hey, we're on live weather. U2 taking off from Fairford today. Ooh. A U2 is taking off. Seb, it's good to see you. H160, somebody's rich. Seb, I hope you're well, my dude. Looking forward to seeing you in 2 days, man. Can't wait for the 777 coming out next week. Let's release. Like, what's going on in the world? You have Flight Sim Expo, where all the announcements should be taking place, and the world and its mother is announcing aircraft and sceneries prior to Expo. Like, what is going on, like? And then, yeah, we're going to release the 777 when pretty much every streamer is gone away and they're doing their thing. Huh? Very exciting. I forgot, this aircraft also includes a click spot. See here, we can put in an Aspen unit. Look at the state of that. Let's go with that, friends. So, we don't want nav, we want GPS. GPS 1? So GPS 1, there we go. Acquire GPS, and we can go digital here. Isn't that nice? I think that's beautiful. I'm getting terrible stutters. Anyone else getting stutters? Right. Easy now, Jemima. I never sorted out our fuel either. Let's have a quick look at our weight and balance before we go. 51%? We'll take it. Alright, let's see what happens. Skyward announcing a C680. Yeah. They don't want to get lost in the news shuffle from Expo. I don't know. I think it'd have made it. I'm flying literally in beside someone. I don't know. They'd get better exposure if you know what I mean? Anyway. 2 more days going to be epic. Yes, sir. Right, okay. So, 1 notch of flaps. We got some helos with us. And there's a plane having a moment. There's many planes having many moments. I will nudge forward. This is looking terribly romantic. Right. Now, let me see. Heading. How do we do the heading? This is heading. Sweet llama, Jesus. Push the heading. I wanted to go runway. Why isn't this working? Hang on. Mode sync. Heading. Yes. Can I sync the heading? 100 knots. Course is 311. Alright, okay. That's how we play with this thing. So we want to aim here at 200, give or take. So we're going to bring this lad all the way around. Because as we take off, we'll fly runway heading and we'll spin around to the right-hand side, lads, right? So runway heading and then turn to the right. There's a bloody flight that won't leave me Kinder Bueno in peace. But the Jesus. We have no announcements. We'll just be in Vegas enjoying the event and meeting all the cool cats of the community. Exactly. I will have an announcement to make. My announcement will be... There are no announcements. That's what I'm doing. Right, 201 looks to be good. And, right, lads, it's time to go flying. Are we ready? Fuel pumps are on for takeoff. Let's ramble. Power coming in. Oh, yeah. Takeoff power set. Speed alive. And we can rotate just after 60. Oopsie daisy. Oz are ready to climb. It's 9 o'clock and we're only airborne. What level of Egypt am I? Right, now what are we doing? It's a right turn after takeoff. So flaps are in. Get ourselves a little bit of trim. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we're looking good. Now zoom you out. And we're going to talk to our autopilot. So we're going to go heading mode, autopilot, heading, and climb at 1,000. There we go. All right. Okay, lads, so it's going to be a turn to the right, and we're looking for a heading 311, give or take. So we'll start this turn coming in.
Give yourself to the dark side.
We'll actually go a little bit stronger than 311 because I want to catch up that magenta line. So we're going to go all the way up to about 350. All right. Now, before we jump around, RPM, how are we looking? A little bit high. We're going to bring RPM down a smidgen. Manifold pressure is looking good. Speed is looking good. Climbing at 1,000 feet per minute. We want to head up to about 4,000 feet. And the rest is looking good. Right. Is that the Islander? It is, Gilmere. You're very welcome in, dude. A cool plane, but I got the Kodiak is great, man. Forgot how much flying with the two-tongue Murphy group. Mike, it's always fun. Right. How are we looking? We're looking good. So, friends, if you're flying along, well, if you're on the Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And if you're here because it's Monday night and, you know, they don't televise Glen Rowe anymore, will you press number 3? Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1900 Zulu time, right here. All right. Oh yeah, except for this week. Well, we'll still be streaming on Friday at that time. Do you know what I mean? This is looking all right, isn't it? We're looking okay. Right, so we are set on our magenta line. Now, the beautiful hum of this machine. Do you hear it? Really good. Speed is holding at 100. We'll cruise along, I'd say, at about 110, give or take. Now, let's have a look at this. So, ETE. Now, is that me total distance? I doubt it. That's our first waypoint, isn't it? So, flight plan, user, oh, Jesus. So that's 37, 40. No, get out of that. Get out of that. So what are we saying? 101, 130, 140, 150, 170, 210. Yeah, we got a bit of a way to go, lads, right? It's grand now. We won't panic. But that speed is going to start coming up. 130 indicated. We can push it a little bit higher. Our prop is going to help us with this. Manifold pressure sitting on 26. Prop is a little bit high, so I'm going to dial this down to the first line. Try and hold it there. I wonder, do we have a prop sync on this? Let's see here now. I'm unsure. Yeah, there's like a something there. Prop sync. That's flaps. Park and brake. Trims. Maybe we don't have a sync. I thought we had a prop sync. No sync. Gotcha. Okay, the count is in. 37 on the PC, 5 on console, and a Skoda driver who spent the weekend wetting himself. Din said Skoda. Jesus. Has there ever been a count on the TTM stream where the console was more than 15? I don't think so. Again, lads, the console pilots, you know, there's a few, but not many. There's not a great many. Right, indicated 130. That's going to be 38 minutes to our first stop. That's 100 nautical miles. There's about 110 after that, 30, 40 minutes. I think we're okay for time. 310 miles in total, is it? Oh, Jesus. Is it? Our destination is an hour and 20 minutes from now. I think we're good. So allow for landings and all that sort of jazz. We should be grand, right? Now, what's this? Keep needles out of yellow bands. Keep the needles outside of the yellow bands. Okay. Right, let's have a look at our instruments. For economy mixture at 75 power or less to lean out. Cylinder head or exhaust gas temperature, leave that alone. They're fine, everything's in the green. Gyro, suction's doing suction things. I think we're good, lads. Yep, we're looking good. Alright. Shfeet. Lock and load is right behind us. Get a load of that exhaust, it's good for you. I've even seen quite a few console people moving over to PC lately. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Check the fuel pumps. Should they not? Yeah. We'll take them off and we should be grand for a while. Keep an eye on our fuel quantities though. So they're our main tanks, or are they? No, they're tip tanks. We'll find out when we run out of fuel.
Houston, we have a problem.
Be grand. Gyro fail. Look at all the lights. The lights are done really well. In actual fact, daytime lighting in this aircraft, I have the time set 0648. Live time, I wanted to go for that, but we'll just keep it around dawn-ish, lads, because it looks very nice, yeah? Maybe 0524. And by the time we get up to the actual volcano, it'll be roughly this time as well. That's giving it a very kind of a pretty, isn't it? Be Janie then. Oh, sure, look at the state of it, right? But the night lighting in this aircraft is done really well. It's very basic, but it works. It works. All right. So, what are we doing and where are we doing it? Well, friends, we have some notes. And I'll appear some. So, the Britten Norman, an aircraft known for the short takeoff and landing capabilities, built in the United Kingdom by Britten Norman. And there was a huge number of these aircraft built. And they still operate today, right? They still operate today. Where's this now? Is this going to work? Where's this now? So, Britten Norman. Where's this now? Britten Norman, the BN-2 Islander. 1,280 of these were built. 1,280, lads, right? Let me see here now. They were designed by John Britten and Desmond Norman. First entered flight in June 1965, and they're still being produced. And, well, it's a British-built light utility aircraft and regional airliner, designed and originally manufactured by Britten Norman. Today, they're built by, it used to be Ferry, and now it's Avion's Ferry in Belgium. And in September 2023, production of the Islander had returned to the UK after 55 years. Jesus. So since last year, they're back building these things in the UK. And the variant we're flying, this one is based on the Defender. So where are we now? The Britten Defender. I'll show you here. Wikipedia is your friend, lads. But you'll see the crack here, look. It's just the Defender was used kind of military and law enforcement. That was the idea behind them. First flown in May 1970. The Defender 4000. Now, the Irish Air Corps operated a Defender 4000. Where's this now? Defender 4000 Gardaí. So the Britten Norman. Is there a picture of it here? Surely there's a picture of it. Ah, there she is. So that's the Garda Air Support Unit. They don't use this anymore, but they used to. This was the first kind of the Air Corps. The roles of the Air Corps back then, they used to like do surveillance and all this jazz using Cessnas and whatever else. Yeah. So the Defender 4000. A buddy of mine, my neighbour, used to work on these. So it was a fixed wing Garda aircraft, and like the things could stay in the air for ages. That's photographed in a hangar that isn't going to be there terribly long, unfortunately. They're knocking a few hangars in Baldonnel. Anyone familiar with Bal, as we have the scenery, the Guards, of course, now operate a fairly modern fleet. They have the EC-135s. They had a H-125, and that's what they operate now as their main choppers. They're pretty looking, aren't they? Who's Bal? Baldonnel. Kanzui is here. Good to see you, my dude. So the Garda Air Support Unit, or GASU, that's what it's called, right? Any which way, back into where the Britten Norman is, into Hall. Well, we get a little bit of information about its capabilities, right? Where is it now? Go down here, Murph. Spec. Crew, it can be flown single pilot. Passengers 9, right? Two-bladed Hartzell constant speed propellers. Power plant, the Lycoming 0540, 6-cylinder air-cooled, horizontally opposed piston engine, 260 horsepower each. Its cruise speed is about 130 knots, maximum speed 148. Its range is good, 750 nautical miles. However, it can do 861 miles. Sorry, it can do... Where is this now? It can do 861 miles at 130 knots, 150 miles an hour, and 12,000 feet at 59% power with standard fuel. Service ceiling is 11,300 feet. Its running time, I think this thing is good for about 6 hours.
Jesus.
About 6 hours, right? Its endurance is about... Does it say it? Does it give us any proper endurance? No. What does Britten Norman give us? Let's go to the manufacturer. And we'll load it in here, right? 1965, lads. Do you know what I mean? All the modern aircraft now, they use the Garmin G600s. They use really, really nice stuff in there. Twin engine safety configuration as a commuter aircraft. Special mission. This is kind of what we're in now today with all the screens. Even have an executive layout. What? Executive? Freight. Air ambulance, of course. Right? Now, services, innovation. So aircraft. Oh, hang on. We can buy one. How much are these going to cost us? Before you all answer together, what do you think the price would be? Look at the cut of that. That is absolutely... I've a giant pimple on me nose. Look at that. 90,000? What? 20 quid and a Happy Meal. Ah, Jesus. It can run on low-grade pump fuel too, can it? Look at the state of that radar. Right. This aircraft actually featured in a Bond movie. The livery was painted black. Now they're very small on the inside, like they're teeny tiny on the inside. But I like them. I like these aircraft. Ooh, profile view. So performance. Where's the endurance? Rate of climb, absolute maximum landing rate, range. So the range, depending on the special services one. 728 nautical miles or 1,000 nautical miles if it's VF4. That's why the cops would love them. Aircraft operations. They're cool, aren't they? They're just cool. So that's the Islander. We're using the Aspen avionics kit. That's also included with this aircraft. They're about £500,000 quid. Asian Giant Hornet Sting. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Jimmy Durante. I'll have a play in a couple of days and tag you in the results. What are you doing, Kanzui? But anyway, where we're going tonight, lads. Mount Mayon, it's an active stratovolcano. The first recorded eruption of this place was back in 1616. I remember as well. Myself and Gibbo were there. In 1814, the most destructive eruption burying a town and also killed about 1,000 people. Its recent activity, significant eruptions occurring in 2000, 2006, 2009, 2013, 2014, 2018, and even so far back, or as early back as 2023. The region surrounding Mount Mayon, it's rich in cultural and historical heritage. The province of Albay, known for the resilient communities that have adapted to living in the shadow of an active volcano. The Cascawa ruins, remnants of the 1814 eruption, are a poignant reminder of the volcano's power and also that of the resilience of the local people. Pretty mad, right? Of course, the Irish invented eruptions. Indeed, we did. Back in the year 1986. Jesus, there's a helicopter literally after flying inside us. But anyway, a conical volcano, or, stratovolcano, it's characterized by its steep, conical shape formed by many layers of hardened lava. Also includes, tephra and pumice and all this. Stratovolcanoes are known for their explosive eruptions and also the pyroclastic flows. We spoke about pyroclastic flows before. Other examples of these conical volcanoes would be Mount Fuji, Mount St. Helens, and of course Mount Vesuvius, in which we have visited all of these, right? Look at the gadget shaking with the vibration. That's mad. Now, monitoring obviously of this volcano, well, it's super intense because there's still a massive exclusion zone of about 7 kilometers in any direction around this volcano. So what we've learned before, they use everything from seismic monitoring, ground deformation monitoring, gas emissions, all that stuff is there. However, the crew who look after it is the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or FIVOX. I work at the FIVOX. FIVOX, right? It's a great name. Anyway, it's also known as Mount Mayon, or simply the Mayon volcano. A popular tourist spot, renowned for the perfect cone shape because, of course, of its symmetrical conical shape. Now, people have been known to climb this thing, as we heard earlier on, and there was a number of climbers were killed some years ago when there was a mini eruption. No lava, it was just gas, but pressure had built up. Gas found its way out through the rock, and it pushed out rocks, and that, good luck to the climbers. A number of people were killed. Its elevation, it stands just over 8,000 feet tall, and that's about 2,400 meters. It is the most active volcano in the Philippines, and its activity is regularly monitored by the FIVOX, Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology. It's from the provincial headquarters out in a place called Legazpi Hill. It's about 12 kilometers from the summit. Erupting over 52 times in the past 500 years, the mountain is also a national park and protected landscape that was proclaimed in 2000 as Mayon Volcano National Park. In the Bicol dialect, it's called the Borongan Airport, which means beautiful volcano in English. It's named after the legendary heroine Borongan Mayon, or Beautiful Lady. Now, the story has it. We love it. Well, we love a now story here, lads. The story has it. There was a beautiful girl, right? And she was applauded and loved by everyone in the village because she was very pretty, right? And speaking, of course, I actually have a snippet of actual Filipino historical vocabulary that was used back then to, how they explained just how beautiful this lady was. Absolutely stunning. And I just want to make sure the volume is right when you can hear it. But in an actual Filipino accent, and it sounds very, very nice. So just we listen in and just have a listen to it. I mean, this is beautiful, beautiful.
She's a fox. In France, she would be called La Renarde, and she would be hunted with only her cunning to protect her.
She's a babe.
She's a robo-babe. In Latin, she would be called Babia Majora.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
But anyway, the story has it she was very, very beautiful. And she fell in love with a dude, a warrior, really, really nice guy, and they wanted to be married. However, her father had arranged she get married to someone else, an arranged marriage, right? And this didn't sit well with him at all. Like, he wasn't a complete and utter bad fella, but like, you know, she was really mad about this other fella. Anyway, they decided to elope, and a big battle ensued, and your man was killed. The fella that she really liked. I don't know the names. Let's call him Tony. Right? She was mad about Tony, and they killed Tony. And she wasn't able to deal with this, and that was the end of her then as well. Right? But anyway, the local heritage, anyway, joking aside, the local heritage was, well, the mountain was created by the gods. And because of this conical shape, because it's like the perfect shape, they had said, or local legend had said, that the gods had created this with no blemish, with no, you know, everything symmetrical, everything beautiful to represent that of pure love, right? And it was said that when the volcano was calm, it was because they were resting, right? But when the volcano started to give it a kind of a bit of a and Jesus then, is because, well, they were, you know, they were getting on, right? And that's kind of loosely pretty much fairly accurate. However, I took a bit of a weird way to get there, but that's the story behind it, right? But it's interesting because it's gas, right? You've mentioned Romeo and Juliet.
Jesus.
Like, different cultures, we all have like local cultures or local legend here in Ireland, like some mad things, like, you know, fairy rings and all this. When you actually go back and figure out what they were actually used for, you can kind of see how they all kind of morph into legends and all this.
You haven't a clue what you're doing.
I find it fascinating, other countries, that they kind of do something similar, they just put their own spin on it. Because, like, legend, like, you're talking stories of hundreds of years ago. It's kind of cool, right? But that's basically the gist, right? The gist of the volcano and, you know, its local legend. Thought it was interesting. Anyway, the Mayon volcano, geographically, it's shared by 3 cities and 5 municipalities. The Legazpi, the Daraga, the Camalig, the Guanabaton, the Legeo City, Tobacco City, and a place called Malilipot, and also Santo Domingo. The February 1st, 1814 eruption is Mount Mayon's most destructive explosion. The town of Kīlauea was buried, and nearby areas were devastated by the eruption, with ash accumulating about 9 meters deep, and it fired about 1,200 meters into the sky. About 2,200 residents of Albay perished in that eruption. The longest uninterrupted eruption occurred on June 23rd, 1897. The eruption lasted for 7 days of raining fire. The village of Bakake was buried 15 meters beneath the lava and killed hundreds of people in nearby villages. The ruins of Kīlauea Church are now the site of the Kīlauea Ruins Park, one of the most popular tourist destinations in Albay. A full moon coincided with at least 3 of the Mayon volcano's 48 recorded explosions over the last 400 years, including the 2 most recent. In October 2008, the Mayon volcano was included in the search for the 7 new wonders of nature, but unfortunately didn't make the final cut. Regarded as the most photographed Philippine volcano, Mount Mayon is approximately 300 kilometers southwest of the Philippine capital, Manila. And despite the obvious danger brought by the eruptions of the volcano, thousands of people still reside near it. Farmers cultivate the lands and slopes of the volcano. They plant vegetables, root crops, and other stable foods because the soil is so fertile. And that's like, I've been drawn to volcanoes because they are such a destructive force of nature, but also one of the most fertile in terms of like new life. Do you know, it's incredible. Mount Mayon, it's one of the most exciting mountains to climb in the Philippines, and it's the safest approach is from the northwestern slope. The best recommended time of year to visit is from March to May, and climbing Mount Mayon is going back, or to climb it and come back again, usually takes about 4 days. It's mad, right? Talking about putting things off, Sarah Murphy just signed up for Flights in Mexico today. I did, yeah, I got around to that fairly quick. The one thing in the volcano's favour, you never have to worry if you run out of matches, right? But here's the thing, right? When we look at volcanoes, in particular, these active, very forceful volcanoes, you know, I started, you know, doing a bit of just learning because I find it's very interesting. You start learning about volcanoes, and you know, the amount of research or data that we've accumulated has expanded exponentially over the last maybe 20 years because, well, our technology is getting better and better. Thermal imagery, satellite imagery, and even now today with the use of drones. Drones can actually get in quite close and they can get to places in volcanoes we can't. I was following, there was some university, I think, in I want to say California, but anyway, their entire mission was to go over and figure out at what temperature can organic life start. That was the mission. And inside the volcano, inside the lava magma, not a chance. However, as soon as the thing kind of shot, or you know, it erupted. Well, as soon as it erupted, the walls that are formed, and once they cool down to about 120 degrees Celsius, life starts. Isn't that mad? Yeah, we're talking about the most simplistic cell living organism, right? It like, you know, they're not a couple of lads sitting around a table, game of cards, like. But 120 degrees, that can sustain life? I thought that was fascinating stuff. What did we... they found loads of life around vents of undersea volcanoes too, where they thought it would be impossible. Yeah. Like, imagine 120 degrees. Yeah, no bother, we can live in that. Crazy. Now, look at the scenery we have here, friends. Yeah, satellite imagery isn't doing too great now, I have to say, but by and large, it's still stunning. And, you know, you talk about earthquakes and, like, land forming and all this sort of jazz. I mean, like, you're right in the heart of it here, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the man, myth and legend himself, Jefferson 2001, has arrived in the chat after packing for Expo. Are we in? Jefferson, I hope you're well, my dude. Your packing consisted of a sleeping bag, your passport, and a bottle opener. Yes, we're in. Out of curiosity, did anyone else watch Streak get ruined by Gibbo's pleasure ignore stream? I'm back to 1. I was on for 40 tonight. Blame Gibbo. Hashtag blame Gibbo. I nearly said blame. There you go. Yes. It's all in the name of science, Hemmingbird. It's grand. Do you know? Now, how are we looking? So we're going to be crossing over this, and our first landing spot is on the next island, lads. It's only up the road a bit. Now, can we increase our speed here? Well, let's have a look. So we're bringing the prop back a bit. Are we going to be cutting the L direction in where we need it to? No. We give a full welly. This usually slows us down. Now it's slowing us down. Okay, let's play with the L mixture, so we can get an extra few bits of the RPM image. Are you ready? Down a smidgen. Down a smidgen. 132 knots. Ah, yes! We have achieved an entire knot. This is brilliant. Murph, do you use any payware light pack, either Soulfly or Zintrek? Negative. Grinded channel points and did his 25th stream when Gibbo was in charge. Blame, yeah, 100% blame Gibbo. Make sure you take your Speedos to Vegas, it'll be hot. Zard, I don't think I'll be allowed in my Speedos. Do you know what I mean? I do have my James Bonderies though. Filthy is here. Happy Monday, my dude. Hope you're well. What do you mean? Why not? They're lovely. She's giving out I can't bring me James Bonderies. Why not? Do you ever see that scene with your man who looks like me, Daniel Craig, getting out of the water in Casino Royale? Do you ever see that scene getting out of the water in Casino Royale? I think I can wear those shorts. I think I can wear those shorts. What's this now? What does this mean? No. What have I to bring? You're my packing consultant. What have I to bring?
Oh, Jesus.
Huh? Swimming trunks, lads. Come in, we can't hear you out there. I can see you're putting out the rubbish, yes.
Yeah.
Have I interrupted you?
A job that you should.
I'll get right on it. I have a bad back. Oh, I do genuinely have a bad back, but like, yeah, I'm taking the dentist. A mankini. I don't have a mankini.
Oh, thank God. They're bad.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Him and Burton off me lights. Streaking is legal in Vegas. We're going streaking. Could you imagine? I'll get burnt in places. Look, if I have to put the channel in pools and hot tubs. Yeah. Brilliant. She is taking you. Oh wait, she isn't taking you to go out with the rubbish. Every cloud. Will you stop pressing buttons? Will you stop pressing buttons? Hello. That's great. There's nothing on it. No. I'm gonna have some of my holy water that won't explode on me this time. It is my own fault. Muse. That's a virus.
Is it? Yeah.
Total virus.
Very good looking virus. Isn't it?
It's a very good looking virus. Oh, jeez. Right, now, quick. Things with stuff. And other things with stuff. That isn't important right now. I need a distraction. Flying chickens! Oh, look at that for the view. Look. Ah, brilliant. That's absolute. There's flying teapot.
Your proper response to that should have been, no, it's not a very good looking virus.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Oh, it's not a very good looking. Shite. Conti is here. I'm after muting a button. Continuum has resubscribed to the channel. Thank you very much indeed. You're an absolute gentleman and a scholar. 16 months. You're a gentleman. Thank you very much. Is it beer time yet? Dude! Is it pints? Big, frothy, beautiful, juicy looking pints are on the way. Great to see you, man. Conti, when do you get into Blaze?
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Body turquoise yoga pose. Primo Victoria, good to see you. Texas One Flyboy is here. Welcome in. Yeah, Conti, when do you get into Blaze? You were like, holy crap, it's hot in Houston. In Vegas, you're going to be like, my spine. Yeah. I leave today. No, wait, so you get in tomorrow, Tuesday. Jesus. You're going to be the local guide, so when we all get out there, you'll be able to tell. Well, actually, that's genius. You can start putting around a whole load of flyers. If you see this guy, yeah, don't let him in.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
I look forward to a big frothy with you. Absolutely, dude, absolutely. Not in Vegas until Friday, though. Aha. Right, grand. Well, then I'll go around to the pubs. Don't let this one in. Murphy's forgetting that it's already Tuesday morning in Australia. Oh, wait, it is. Ah, yes. I said something absolutely stupid earlier on. You'll be proud of me now, lads, right? So I was on the phone to the missus driving home. I was like, I leave Shannon at 9:30. And sure, I'll ring you when I get to Chicago. I'll be in Chicago, I say, for about, I think about 11:30. Oh, Jez, I can't ring you then because sure you'll be working. Not realising that when I leave Ireland, Ireland continues on. You know, it's current time. Just because it's 11:30 in Chicago doesn't mean it's 11:30. It was a very unique moment. It was like, yes, you're in Egypt. You can't count. You don't understand the concept of time. You know. Oh. Anyway. That's a very descriptive way to describe heads. Yeah. Who's Shannon? Shannon Airport. Do not accept checks from this man. Flyers. Wait, what? Monsieur All Safe, good evening. Did you have a go at the new Cub? I did. It's very nice. It's a beautiful little plane. Yeah, Murphy, you're not controlling the time across the globe. Are you sure, though? I think I feels like I am.
Oh, behave.
Oh, behave. Brilliant. Yeah. I want to fly the Aerostar. Leaves, indeed. Not yet, though. The earth is flat. Planes fly. Yes. Sabre, the earth is flat. You will fall off the edge. You can see it. We're coming up to it now. Jesus. Sure, Ireland invented time. Yes. Back in year 0. That's, in actual fact, we started it. That's how... Right? Murph is even coughing on his own. We created the time so accurately, we started with a minus figure. Yep. That's how good it was, right? There's an ice wall up ahead. Jesus. Doctor Who explained time. Did he? The world could not be flat. If it were, the cats would have pushed everything off. Murph is older than time. What? When is the Ice Wall Tour series? After the... I don't know. What? What are you talking about, Ice Wall? Very loud in my background. Does that mean if I move to the United States, I'd have to buy a new clock? Yeah. Clocks go around the opposite. Oh, this is brilliant. Back in the day. Now, my mate is. I'm very good mates with this dude. Trained me back in the days of military training, right? And he'll go nuts if I told you this story, but it was the funniest thing ever. So, you know, in a rifle, in the barrel, right? There are certain. The groove of a barrel is known as rifling, right? And when you fire around, the bullet just doesn't come straight out, right? It spins. Think of an American football, because it has to go up and then down. And that part is called fall of shot. That's not important. What is important is most have a right-hand barrel twist, right? Right hand, so the round will spin to the right. Anyway, our instructor of the day, when you are in Australia, it will spin to the left. And I was like, Jesus, then, if it spins to the left, sure, it'll literally just fall out, you know? And after about 10 laps of the barracks, he understood and realised I was right, but he just made me do 10 laps of the barracks anyway. But yeah, a right-hand spin. And then I got to thinking, the whole, you know, northern hemisphere versus the southern hemisphere. And yes, when you go to certain countries, you have to remember exactly where the thing is. So when I was in New Zealand, this was all the rage. Get out of the way! Hello, I haven't seen you in years, but get out of the fucking way! I need your jacks! Jesus, no, I just need to check it. That's the first thing you do. You burst into the jacks, you flush it, and all the jacks are so modern, they don't do this anymore. They just flush, and it disappears. I was so disappointed. We actually had to go to an old farm, a sheep farmer. They were brothers. That's a long story. They'd loads of sheep. We had to go up to their house because they had an old-fashioned, you know, armated shanks, jacks, that when you flush the thing, it actually spun around. Most modern jacks, they don't do that anymore. They're all, you know, cleaner or something. I don't know. But yeah. He's quite wealthy. He can do helicopter tour in the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. Who's this, Ard? The Simpsons did an episode. It must be true. Yes. Why did you not use zinc instead of harassing the poor farmer? I never tried the zinc. I never thought of that. Are we going to get into water going down... Wait, hang on. Are we going to get into water going down the drain? It's fine. I see a big spot poking out at the top of the clouds. Oh, look, there it is. There's a thing in the distance. This needs some sort of, you know, just to kind of set the scene, lads. Just to set the scene. No, that's not it. No, Jesus. No. That kind of works. The farmer thinks all Irishes are mad now. If we made it... Hang on. Yes. Now, the gas thing is, right, there's so many of these on this island. Like, there's so many of these peaks. This is just stunning neck of the world. You don't have a choreograph... Wait, you don't have this choreographed. Are you mad? Now, let me see. Wait till you see some of the scenery up here, lads. It's going to be absolutely stunning, right? So we'll do one of these, right? And let me see. No, that's never good. We'll do this one. This kind of works. Let's check it out. So the question being is why A2A are making another twin? Well, this is going to be the first twin A2A put out in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and they own it. Scott owns an Aerostar. And, well, the Aerostar, if you've watched that movie American Made, with your man who looks like me, your man Gleason, with the red hair, Tom Cruise in American Made. Incredible, right? And with the aircraft was used was the Piper Aerostar. And there's a bit of history behind A2A's one. Because, well, A2A's Aerostar suffered a gear-up landing 2 years ago. But a beautiful looking machine, and like the excitement levels, think about it, right? A2A, you know, they updated AccuSim and it's now AccuSim 2.0, and that's effectively their engine. That's their entire simulation engine, right? So that's what gave the Comanche that's what makes it work. That is AccuSim. And it's designed at the moment to replicate that of a single propellered engine. It's based on the PA-24, the Comanche. And because, you know, if Scott or the team need information regarding that aircraft, they'll just go out, hop into the plane, go flying. But that's what they do. They're able to do the same with the Aerostar. And the Aerostar is quite a unique aircraft. It's sleek, it's very, very fast, and extremely powerful. And the characteristics of that aircraft, they're so unique. They're so unique. It's a really interesting plane to bring into the sim. There is an Aerostar already out in X-Plane. It's so-so. But A2A, being a brand new aircraft, they've never developed the Aerostar on any simulator before. They've done the Comanche, they've done Cessnas, they've done Beaches, they've done a lot of stuff. They've never done an Aerostar. This is a brand new simulation of an aircraft coming into Microsoft Flight Sim. I am extremely excited about it. We're gonna hit that mountain. Now we're overflying to the side of it. This place is called Mount Bulusan. Mount Bulusan. And we're going to try and fly into the gap here. But Jesus then. Are we going to make this, lads? I mean, you know, Philippine squirrels and all that, you know. We're grand. I'd say we're grand. We'll just about make it, yeah. But it's going to be absolutely incredible to see A2A's latest aircraft. It just is, lads. I'm so excited for that. The Comanche was a sim-defining moment in flight simulation as a full in. Oh Jesus! Look where we're turning. Look, Jesus! Look at that, though. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the views. Jesus, that was stunning. But to get the Aerostar in the sim, oh man, like just. There's our target over there. Look at the state of that. Jesus. Look at that. But the Aerostar, right? Where's it now? Is it the 900 they're making? Oh no, the 600. So the Aerostar 600. I think it was the 900 that was used in American Made. It's a very, 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 very unique aircraft. Manufactured at the Ted Smith Aircraft Company. Formerly the Ted Smith Aerostar, an American twin-engine propeller-driven executive or light transport aircraft designed by Ted Smith. Originally built by his company, but the design was acquired by Piper in 1978. Continued production, it was later known as the PA-60, right? And the first Aerostar prototype, the Model 320, built with two 160 brake horsepower engines, the Lycoming IO320s, first flew in November 66. It then went on to get much stronger 290 horsepower engines, the IO540, first flown in December. The aircraft were originally built out in Van Nuys, California, but in 68 they moved everything over. It was bought by the American Cement Company. The acquisition was not a success, and the company was sold again to Butler Aviation, owners of the Mooney. The Mooney, right? The new company was renamed Aerostar Aircraft, and plans were made to move productions to the Mooney plant over in Kerrville in Texas, but that didn't happen either. In 1971, Smith attempted to purchase the rights and announced that he would be building an all-new design that would be better than the Aerostar, but negotiations broke down. In 72, Ted successfully bought back the rights, and he began manufacturing the Aerostars under the name Ted or Smith and Associates, the banner in Santa Maria, California. That's when he introduced the pressurized version, the Aerostar 601, and also the Aerostar 700. In 1976, the company name was changed to Ted Smith Aerostar Corporation, and Ted Smith passed away in 1976. 2 years later, Piper Aircraft bought it, and they continued to build two variants, the 600A and 601B. They later introduced the 601P. They continued using Ted Smith model designated systems, but prefixed each model as the PA-60. Like, absolutely gorgeous looking. I think the design of this aircraft, it's just so out there. I mean, it's like, it's the 1970s, man, doesn't it? All right. What were they thinking for that one? It's a beautiful looking aircraft. Look at the thing. And it was used in popular culture. It was used in American Made. Now, did American Made feature that? Piper Aerostar in American Made. Was that the same? Yeah, the 600. Tail number is a legitimate. Full registration details can be found here. What aircraft is used American Made? So it's that one. Jeez, that's mad, isn't it? Jesus, did it crash? Still the fastest. Like the fastest plane out there. There's me and the fella. Everything we know about the fatal American-made plane crash that Tom Cruise is being partially blamed for. Wait, didn't one of these go down during the filming? Didn't I read that? Wasn't there an accident during the filming? I almost think there was. Jesus, look at that, lads. Look at this. Isn't that a beautiful airplane? Like, the designing on it, like, that's incredible. So with A2A building that, you know you're just going to get an experience. You know what I mean? Faster than the Duke? Yeah. What was the speed of this? So the Aerostar 600, right? Maximum speed is 266 knots. It'll cruise at 210 knots. Has a range of 1,000 miles or 890 nautical miles and a service ceiling of 25,000 feet. It can climb at 1,800 feet a minute. The thing can move, right? Yeah, like it's a beautiful machine. Beautiful looking. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, really, really looking forward to that. And Scott said it'll be out later this year, you know. Flight Effects have released new stuff the other day about a Citation X and the Piaggio. Yep. Flight Effects, another developer crew, they're flat out making stuff, you know, flat out. And then of course there was news there from Black Square as well. Hot on the tail of the release of the excellent Dukes. Well, they're working on, what's that thing? The something ship, the Starship, is it? Because they mentioned that they were going to make this some time ago. Where is this now? I'm almost certain it was Black Square doing the Black Square Starship. Yeah, here we go. Coming soon, right? So Just Flight has some details already. Let's check out this thing. We're going to be landing now very shortly, lads. Look at the cut of this thing, right? The latest information, if you're attending Flight Sim Expo, be sure to head over to Just Flight. We might get a look at the Starship there, right? I saw this picture earlier on and I fell in love. Look at the cut of that. Isn't that gorgeous looking? Look at the avionics in this thing. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And again, you can see the tablet in there with the engine stuff. Hey, lock and load. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Subev. Thank you very much indeed. There's only 3 of these aircraft flying today. No way. That's a really interesting looking airplane. Isn't it cool looking? Look at the cut of that, lads. Really excited about this, man. Really excited about this. Black Square have done such an incredible job with their aircraft, you know? Hey, Jay Winiger's here. Good to see you. I've 400 hours in this Piaggio. No way, 2 dogs. Some dude in Texas, I thought, bought up all the non-airworthy ones to use for parts, says Saber. Jesus. Prime says, earlier today, Parallel 42 put out another thing. They did. They brought them all up, or they bought them all up and destroyed them. Really? Feels like we had more plane announcements this week already. Yeah, like, I don't, like, what are they doing? Wait for Expo and then say it. Mad, you know. The 700p, which is a 350 horsepower model, could do 285 knots, says Super Ty. Jesus, the speed, lads. That's ridiculous. Now, where are we? Oh, we're pretty close. Yeah, we're going to be landing pretty much straight ahead, lads. Straight ahead. Our first stop of the night. Look at this, though. Look at that. What are we like on live time? Are we nearly there yet? No, we're still kind of nighttime. Just edge. Look at this. Ah, lads. Look at everyone flying. Look at this, though. Isn't that something? So we're going to land here first, then we'll go off and inspect the El Volcano, lads, right? Where's the news, Murph? We want to stream on the plane. You grant. Black Square to port the EFB to the Caravan and King Air 2. Oh, Energizer, couldn't you imagine? Well, I wanted the TBM. The TBM would be awesome to have all that. Now, if I look at this right, we should have a runway over here somewhere. We will have a runway over here somewhere. Right, so we're going to adjust our little altitude. We're going to come down to 2,000 feet, and we're going to go V-speed down the road. 1,000 feet a minute will do us as we descend. And, well, let's see what this is going to do, friends. Mr. Anderson, never seen the panel on the beach starship before. It looks really cool. Doesn't it look awesome? The Huey comes out as well, falling up. Yes, Take's hangar. Did you see that thing? Did you hear it? Oh. Incredible stuff. So many aircraft. Like, A2A have announced something deadly that we'll see this year. Black Square have announced something deadly we're going to see this year. Tags hangar with the Huey. Jay's, someone else, there's a jet coming out. Like, there's lots of stuff coming out. We got this 777. Oh man, there's so much cool stuff coming out very, very soon. Like, very soon, you know? The Starship is the only plane that has those AMS 850 avionics. I think they use them in military oaks as well, Super Thai, I think. Is it the only civilian aircraft to feature them, maybe? Angry Lou, good to see you. A2A have announced they're going to release the Aerostar a little bit later on this year. They actually have their own Aerostar aircraft. It did a gear up landing 2 years ago. No one was hurt. But yeah, that's just going to be awesome. Ah, the excitement levels for that, like. It was the first GA plane to have a glass cockpit. Really? Cannot wait for the Huey, says Dave. Oh, it's just the sound, right? And the music they used in the trailer. Right? Absolutely incredible. Now, we should have a runway here. Now, do you want 2-4 or the other one? Where is the runway? Jesus, then, I hope we have a runway. Is that it there? Oh, that's it there. Right, okay. Right, autopilot off. Thank you. We're going to spin out here to the right-hand side. Bring some power back. No wind, either runway will do. Hey, Pilot Peely is here. Good to see you, man. A very happy Monday to you. I hope you're well. Right, so we're going to ramble out this way. This plane is so nice to hand fly. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's incredible. Okay, altitude is still dropping. Speed is coming down. Don't crash into the water, Murphy, you big idiot. And let's see what we can do. Yeah, there's a big pointy thing ahead of us. Yeah. Very accurate description. Fly towards the big pointy thing. Roadrunner has joined our group. Welcome in, Roadrunner. I didn't even know we had a group. Look at the state of that with the reflections and everything. Where would you get it, lads? I mean, come on out of that. Where would you get it? Right, we need to land. Where am I going again? This way? Greyhaim is over there. We follow Greyhaim. He's going the right way, I think. Let's see. There's the runway. Easy, Murphy. Right, ease our way into this. 1 knot of flaps. And let's take it in for a gentle landing if we can.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus is right. The runway is fairly well hidden here, isn't it? There's 100 knots. It's a huge runway. We don't need to worry too much. All right. 80 knots. All right, easy, does it? Runway 24. Hold the nose a bit. Power to idle.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty,
Jesus.
snoozy, snooze.
Thank you, 2 dogs. Scaring the life out of me. All right. Flaps in. Bit of manual braking. And
Give
welcome.
yourself to the dark side.
Welcome to our first stop of the night. Oh, Jesus, I'm inside another plane. Oh, the Mitsubishi. That's a great call. Right. Veer immediately off the runway. Onto the grass. All right. So many planes here. This is awesome. Jesus, lads, look at the cut of that mountain. It's a volcano, but you know what I mean. Oh, Roadrunner left the group. Ah, Jesus. Right, we'll ramble. Now check your fuel here, lads. Because that was a fairly good old bash now we did. But the good news is we're slightly more than halfway through the flight. Alright, we'll take off from here. Oh, wait, can I open the window? Oh, I can! We can open the window. Hey, we have a Navion with us. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, notch of flaps. Oh, yeah, 100%. This plane, like, land anywhere. In this plane, we can go anywhere. Okay, so we're going to take off. We're going to explore the volcano, lads. A couple of laps around it. And we're going to fly in between another set of volcanoes as well. Let's have a quick look here in Navigraph. So we're here. We're going to fly around Mayon. Then we're going to check out a few more volcanoes along the way. Our next stop is over at Naga, Romeo Papa Uniform November. And then it's a last 37-mile ditch to Daet. That's where we're headed, alright? So we've a good chunk done, lads. So not an awful lot long left to go. Cy120 is here. Hello, Cy120. Good to see you, man. Right, let's get ourselves kind of situated and get ready for departure. So, flaps are set. Power coming in. You're up the yard. Okay, speed alive. Here's 60. Yep, see Daisy. Pause and ready to climb. Ooh, this is really nice, isn't it? So, like, there's still to this day a 7-kilometer exclusion zone around this volcano. Look at it, lads. It's stunning. This is stunning. Okay, ramble over here to the right. Flaps in. Alright, easy does it. Want to get a bit of altitude here. Bit of trim. Easy does it. Easy does it. Okay, autopilot. We're going to say heading mode. We want to climb here a little bit, so we're going to say 4,000 feet arm. Give us 1,000 feet per minute. And let's head on up. Did you ever fly in the Islander? Yes. Yeah, it was in an Islander some years back. They fly them out to the Aran Islands still. What's live time doing, lads? It's got to be live time, lads. It just has to be live time. Oh, yes. Right, let's check this out. Well, before we do, we need another count, and then we'll check out the volcano. So, friends, if you're still flying along, Xbox pilots press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And if you're still here, you press number 3, and we'll get another count going. Are you ready? Yeah, baby. So our final volcano in the Firefly Volcano Series, we visit Mount Mayon, all the way out here in the Philippines. Isn't this quite spectacular?
Jesus.
Isn't that something? The absolute state of that, lads. Isn't it gorgeous? And it's rendered so well in the sim. Joey Bolo is here. Good to see you, Joey. How are you, man? Mount Mayon in the Philippines. Isn't it absolutely stunning? Man alive, that is incredible looking, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning is what that is. I get an alternative here. Like, I mean, it wouldn't be us unless we, you know.
Hang on to your hats, boy.
I'm only saying there's an F-35 in the sky somewhere. Can we land the thing on the yoke with the thing? I say yes. Now, nothing to be worried about here at all. I mean, we're just gonna plant it up in the thing with the yoke. Sort of. I've got a terrible bad feeling about all of this. Let's see what we can do here, sports fans. It'll be grand. We're going to try and land upwards. Give us all the flaps you have. Loads of power. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, oh. There's people on the top. I reckon we can do this. Because we're just going to pull the power. English Murphy can do it. And brake. Oof. Oh, we bounced. Oh, Jesus, where are we going to end up? Oh, no, we're going the far side. Don't panic. Oh, through the trees. We're going to edit that bit out. You know, you won't need to see it, lads. It's totally fine. Can we actually get up the thing? Can we get into the thing? Surely we can land. Surely you can't be serious. You see, that's why you take choppers to these sort of places, right? Nothing go wrong at all. In reality, it has a crater. It does. I reckon we'll get up there now. We just need to take our time. Jeez, the caribou going for it. Now try not to stall, Murphy. You know what I mean? 70 knots there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the caribou's going for it. Dude, yes. Oh, we made it. Who was that? Canoe Head, you legend. Canoe Head is alive. You made it. Oh, we're going to stall. Yes, Fireflies. We can do it. I'm just trying to get it done right. You know. I mean, we just need to time it. Oh, Jesus, don't stall. We just need to time it. Oh, that's a stall. Jesus, go handy. Get your speed back, Murph. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Give us loads of speed. Try it again. If at first you don't succeed, blame someone else.
Jesus.
I think we need to try it from this side. Hang on a second now. The invented flaps are reason. You don't need them yet. Telling you. Right, that's our turn. Can we make this turn without stalling? Easy.
They've done studies, you know.
Pitch now.
60% of the time,
yes.
It works every time.
Yes. Flaps. Now, Murphy. Let's see what you can do here, you big idiot. Because we're going to do this with that. And hopefully... Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. Go on, you can do it. No, Jesus, no. It's terrible. Oh. I had a great idea. Back from the dog walkage. Come on, Keen. We're getting this thing down, lads.
Jesus.
I've just made that decision. My approach was wrong. I now know what's required. Hang on. What's our speed doing? Speed is okay. I think I know what to do now, lads. This is going to be absolutely brilliant, right? Proper flying. Yeah, we're easy. Yes, this is better. This is way better. That's a little bit steep, but that's okay. Now we put loads of power in. Now, hold her. No, Jesus, no. It's like there's no gravity. Jesus. Have me fire up the sim. Show them how it's done, will you? We're trying to land it on a conical volcano. Land with the parking brake on. The technique is right. It's a bad execution, right? Because I'm trying to do a forward slip and climb at the same time. This is genius. Right, don't stall it now. Don't stall. Don't stall. Don't stall. Easy. 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 Right, turn us in. Easy now. Yes. Yes. No. No. Oh, Jesus, then. No, no. No, no. Wait now. Easy now, Murph. Yes. She's trying to stall. Let's go with a notch of flaps. Help us out here now, Chief. That'll make us go slower, though. Easy. Easy. I reckon we'll do it this time. I've a good feeling about this. How did they get their planes up there? I've a good feeling about this one, lads. Yes. No. Yes. Go on. Go on. Easy. 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 Oh no, it's gone terribly wrong. Power. Jesus. Wait. Just you wait. But this is the best side. See, that's the angle I need to get, you know, and then we just drop gently like a parachute. Right now, we'll get there, we'll get there. Get rid of the flaps again. Right, pick up the speed now. It's this side I'm trying to aim for. So if we do this now a little bit, yeah, that's better. That's better. That's much, yeah, we're getting there, lads. Oh, yes. Yes. Dump the flaps and hold the nose. There's the bounce. There's a slide. Oh no, go on, go on, go on, go up, go on. No, look how close we were. I don't believe it. Oh, shh, 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 shh. Oh Jesus, we're left. Shh, shh, shh. Move out of the way. First time, yeah! Woo! Did you just see it, lads? Oh, that was brilliant. But the replay function doesn't work, so we can never. We'll just have to take my word for it. It was brilliant. I mean, amazing. You know, I'd like to thank a few friends. You know, my family, all the members of the Two-Tone Murphy community for the support you've given me over the years. I mean, that's how we do landings like that. Jesus. Who actually made it here without cheating? I mean, that's what I want to know. I mean, there's something you don't see every day, lads.
Oh, jeez.
To be fair, right? Most of us made it. Because none of us cheated at all. Uh-oh, flying teapot. I mean, he looks... I feel for you. I was there, right? Go on, Tarnish, you devil! No! 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 No. Oh, Jesus, then. No. Oh, God, no. Prime, don't be worried about the landing rate. That'll be edited out. Echo Charlie. Oh. 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 He's... Yes, no. I got a CTD. No, I didn't. I'm alive. Ah, brilliant. Right, lads, the good news is we made it, right? Throw me a rope. Right. Welcome to the rock. It's time to get off this rock and continue on with our fly edge. Why is my plane completely shut down? Did I break the plane? Oh, I totally broke the plane. I totally broke the plane. Okay. We're alive. It didn't like it, but we're alive. Power. Come on, engines, you can do it. Off the brakes. Right. We're okay. We're just going to gently flow down the side and airborne. Brilliant. Brilliant. Ah, that wasn't such a chore now, was it? Did you hear that jet? Wow, look at the textures on it though. Beautiful, right? It's so beautiful to look at. Hey, Takeoff, good to see you. Bust. It's grand. Right, let us continue on with our endeavours. We got a couple of more volcanoes to check out. These now will be, they wouldn't be active. They'd be extinct or dormant. It looks as deadly as Murph's flying. He doesn't need a mechanic, he needs a priest. Or a head doctor of some sort. Right? I've really enjoyed the Volcano series though. Like, it's been so much fun. Okay, autopilot. Let me see. Nav mode. Autopilot on. Nav mode. Altitude, we're talking. Let's drop her down to 4. And descend her there down. Altitude is armed. Heading mode, we're going to lock heading. And we're going to turn on course and hopefully everything goes grand. Thank you, Zybok. The location, we're over Mount Mayon. Or Mayon. Nearest airport to here is Romeo Papa, Lima Papa. So next up, we're going to do a quick jaunt up to the northwest. We were scheduled to land at Romeo Papa Uniform November at Naga. We're going to overfly that, lads, and head straight up to Romeo Papa Uniform Delta. So we're not going to stop at Rapun. We're going to go to Rapud. But we'll fly over it. We'll fly over it. It's a very nice location. It's a beautiful island to fly around, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Now let's have a look. 25 minutes, give or take, right? Trish says the series has been nothing short but ultra spectacular. Just makes me wonder what's next. Oh, thank you very much. Antarctic research bases. I really enjoyed this series, the Volcano series. Like it's there's a number of kind of volcanoes that just there is no modeling. I mean, the texture work is bad, you know. Did MuseFan record my landing on my first attempt? I think that's what that's exactly what he said he did. Yeah, fake news. But like, you know, the different series planned for the rest of the year does quite a bit to get through, you know. Dougal, no problem at all, my dude. I hope you're well, man. But like, I mean, look at that volcano. Like, isn't it stunning looking? Like, we're in a simulator, we can active maggot if we want it, but like, it's just stunning. It really is. It's nothing short of beautiful. So we ramble on, and play it there so everyone can see. What, as in showing them fake news? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, fake news. You have to download it as well. Oh, be the Jesus. Muse fans recording this. There's people on the top. I reckon we can do this. Sure, that's not even my plane. Because we're just going to hold the power. Hold the power. English Murphy can do it. And brake. Brake. Oof. Oh, we bounced. Oh, Jesus. Where are we going to end up? Where are we going to end up? Oh, no. We're going the far side. Don't panic. Listen, I mean, it's not even the same plane, Muse. Do you know what I mean? It's not even the same plane. Jesus. Okay, so we're going to ramble down to 4,000 feet. Look at this scenery. Now, what's live time like finally? Ah, yes, live time, lads, live weather. This is what this is all about. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning, he says. Do you know? But, yeah, I've really enjoyed this series. We'll do, we've more stuff. Erupting volcanoes, you better believe it. There's a really cool series in development at the moment that will include a lot of Jefferson 2001 scenery. That's for a little bit later in the year. And I'm super excited for that one. Super excited. But what I'll do, once I get back from Expo, I'll spend a little bit of time planning what we're doing next. There's so many, like, it's ridiculous. There's so many. Yeah, but Jepson making scenery automatically makes it awesome. Yeah. I can't wait to announce it. Cannot wait. I have to make a trailer and all that jazz, but like, it'll be cool. This series was explosive. It was. And again, like, we've only picked 5. When 2024 drops, we're going to pick another 5, hoping that the scenery is better in the different areas. Because, like, there's some, like, I mean, look, you can name a couple of volcanoes yourself. We didn't go to Etna, right? We didn't do the ones up in Iceland. We didn't do the ones down in New Zealand. You know. That could happen. Jesus, then, veteran, you'd be doing well now to get me to, you know. To be fair, it doesn't take much. Yeah, it doesn't take much. You know. I've a huge secret to tell you, but not to tell anyone else. Yeah, go ahead, Murphy. Hang on, we'll just turn on the microphone, right? Using the map changer and the difference of what to what yours looks like, so much better. Oh, really? Erla, I'm using default. This is default. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the updated maps look like. What a picture perfect volcano. Isn't it beautiful like a tango? Look at it, man. It's absolutely stunning. But there's other stuff. Like, you know, I gave snippets away before, but like there's more history stuff coming later on in the year. There's mountains, there's buildings, there's bridges, there's waterfalls, there's all sorts of cool stuff. There's a volcano in South Tipperary in a secondary school located in room 16. Oh wait, that's just my Irish teacher. Ah, brilliant. Oh, that's awesome, Airlock. We haven't done a waterfall series yet, Canoe Head, no. More WOM stuff. Kinda. Well, there will be at some stage, yeah, but no, there's other stuff that'll take the focus. But like, it's these series, kind of the 5 episodes, I think these are more manageable. 5 to 7, right? A 10-part goes on quite a bit. Like, that's 10 weeks, you know what I mean? Unless, of course, we're out to do something like the IF4 or ATC stuff, you know? Then it makes work. Or then it makes sense. Arch NDA, good to see you, man. Can't wait for 2 days' time. Seb is in here earlier on. Yeah, there's Irish history in there as idea.
Jesus.
100%, man. It's just, it interests me though, you know. Murph, can we still expect the advanced IF4 course? Yes indeed, Dougal. That'll be oceanic procedures, that'll be FAA flying, and we'll even dip into some emergency procedures as well. So we will be doing that 100%. Art says, I know, I'm excited to finally meet so many people in person. Oh dude, absolutely. It's like last year, just getting to just hang out and chat with folks and grab a beer, it was just like, it's awesome. It really is. IF4 to VF4 and then back when flying to Skardu, right? Well, no, like, we're gonna have a mission coming up soon that's going to include a bit of IF4, I don't want to say training, but certainly kind of refreshing or whatever, because, well, we got to take a 777 across the Atlantic. And Jeppesen, the legend, also, not only for scenery, Jeppesen used to look after flight planning for an airline, and they involved ETOPS. So it's learning all about ETOPS and the North Atlantic tracks, and we'll work on them, you know. Banana Dave says, Murph, I have to say, I'm new here, and you put so much into these flights, a lot of thought and effort, put these together with something, and not just the flight, like the D-Day one. I love this stuff as well, you see. Do you know, like, it's 777 MD-11 is where it's at. We've got to try the MD-11 as well. Like, it's kind of selfish on my part because, like, I want to do this stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, it's we've already done a lot of cool stuff. Like, we've done a couple of countries, as in, you know, India, Japan, Vietnam, you know, we've done Route 66. We're not finished at Route 66. We've done a lot of the country tour stuff. And there's more of that coming. But I love it, man. It's the group flight. We all get to explore, learn, have a bit of fun. Like, you learn so much without having to learn so much. Do you know what I mean? It's great. 98 Vulcan, you take care, my dude. Route 66, you like that? Yeah. No, you're never done with Route 66, man. Never done with Route 66. So I don't know, is that a Flight Sim 24 adventure we're going to do? Or will we get another one in this year? Or on this sim? I was going to do something with the Comanche. I think we're going to wait for the Aerostar. I hope we're turning before we pass this mountain. Not really. Well, we're going to have to turn before this mountain, so we'll do a direct to RPUN. Now, we're not landing at RPUN, lads, just to be aware of that. Direct to... go. No. RPUN, we're for RPUN. Yep. I might wait for the Aerostar for that, you know. Hey, matey's here, good to see you. Who would call you selfish? The fact that you're going to America and not taking a lot of us with you. Don't mention Gib or Muse. Maybe we can do another famous US highway. Yeah, I've two of those planned, Viper. Well, I say planned. We should do Route 66. 66 times in one, yes. A floaty and raft does not make it E-tops. Coastlines, I did Donegal to Letterkenny, Connacht to Shannon. Yeah. Arch lives on Route 66? Get out of it. No way, man. Ask York if Flight Sim 24 multiplayer will... Oh yeah, 100% Colonel Fork. Oh god, I'm going to wreck their head about multiplayer stuff. Seb! Seb! York! Someone listen to me, I have questions. Who's this Murphy fella? You need to walk away from him. You know. Honestly, love the flight with the Fireflies. Everyone is special and full of awesome people. Absolutely. It's our community. Like, look, it is though. It's our community. Like, it's when we go flying and you've people who know the regions, or they've, you know, they visited here maybe, or like, that's what makes the thing just incredible. And then the people who fly along, and then everyone here in the chat as well. Like, it's class, like, class. Still have one of the original grocery stores and hotels from that time period still standing. Arch, that is so awesome, man. I'd love to see a photo of that. We need a Vacay flight. Oh, Storm Eileen, do you remember that, Colonel Fork? Storm chasing as well, that's another thing. And like with tornadoes now coming into 2024, it's going to make for some really interesting stuff. Is Mount Tita in this series? Not in this one, Dan. There's a few of them I did, like Kilimanjaro didn't get a look in, only because the scenery is crap. And the mesh wasn't great either, you know? Like Kilimanjaro should have, that should have been on this. I did the flight plan for it. But it's when you check out what the sim can offer, the data that they have, it's pure cloud, you know? Storm Eileen was named after a woman with one leg. Jesus, Eileen. Oh, brilliant. Right, lads, we're going to overfly this airport and then it's a right turn into the cloud. And our final stop of the night coming up. We are about, I would say 15, 20 minutes out, tops. Triforce Gamers, who is getting an increased ratio of random CTDs? A lot of our guys are. I thought I was going to get one earlier on. I didn't though, you know. Like we've done some of the mini series, like, you know, we did a few of the railways. So we did the Coast Starlight, we did Jesus, what was that called? The Oriental Express. You know, we did 5 different ones. We did one in England. The Caledonian Sleeper, that was really nice. We did one across the north of Spain, that was beautiful. Into Budapest. There's some really nice ones. Baja California in a Cub. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I have to say, like, there's a brand new Cub after releasing, lads, and it's excellent. I'll stream it when I'm home. And it's cheap as chips as well, but it's really, really nice to fly. It's as slow as, but it's really good. Sabre, yeah, I've looked into that. Like, the problem with the Trans-Siberian Railway, it's friggin' huge. It's like 2,000 or 3,000 miles. You know what I mean? Did you do the train from Donegal to Dublin? What's a train? Yeah, no, I didn't do that. Was doing magic one day. A volunteer had a prosthetic leg. Her name is actually Eileen.
That's a big
Jesus.
10 for good, buddy.
Mechanical Madness is here. A very good day to you, sir. I hope you're well. Jesus, Mechanical. 28 months, dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. I hope you're well. Airlock says 16 quid all by hand and it's a blast. The Cub, really, really nice to fly. It's a beaut. And like, it's a very simplistic airplane. They manage it so well. You know? Just do Trans-Siberian in planes that go 300 knots or more. Well, you could, but like, there's certain routes, like, I mean, flying over the Atlantic, for example, unless you have something like ATC or whatever, it's boring. I think it's boring, right? Depending on your aircraft now. And like, flying over okay, the first part is great. 3/4 of that route is just, you're flying over nothing. There's nothing there, like, you know. And like, there's not even like kind of mountains, or there's very little of it. You've little areas that you'll come into, some like, wow, look at this, and then like nothing for hours, you know. That J3 is his first plane. Someone want to make the Cessna 185? I would second the motion for a Cessna 185. Or Cessna 170 as well. Colonel Fork, what was your granddad's plane? Was that a 185? Or a 18? Jeez, I can't remember now. We need a really good one of them. Mr. Dan says, without Murph and the gang, I honestly wouldn't have a clue what I'm flying or what I'm doing. I love the flights. The vast amount of time goes into making them by you and the lads. Mr. Dan, listen, it's awesome. A 175. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, a Cardinal, that'd be nice. A 177, yeah. No, a Cessna 175A, that's on my dream list of Cessnas to be made. And I don't know, like, is it because I know someone who you know, either had the plane or spent time with the plane? You need a connection, don't you? You need a connection to an add-on, and whatever that connection is, I mean, you're either attracted to say, yeah, look at the state of that, I want to fly it, or, you know, you see it, you have a model of it, or you flew in it, or whatever. But when it comes to your general aviation aircraft, or even your military aircraft for that matter, they're character driven, aren't they though? Like, they need to have a bit of character. It's almost like your car. Yes, it's a mode of transport, but like, it needs something. You need a connection to it. And where the airliners, they don't need that, because you're kind of more, you know, blown away with the level of, you know, systems and, you know, how they're put together and the performance. I think when it comes to these other aircraft, the low and slow, as I call them, they need character. They need something about them that just makes them feel, yes. You know what I mean? If you get the Lancasters going, could we do the Dams maybe? Yeah. Patrick, you take care, my dude. We'll see you soon. So, there's a whole load of different stuff. Like, Market Garden, I think, is the next kind of military themed flight we're going to do, and that's going to be September. That's on the 80th anniversary of Market Garden, and again, we're going to take to our DC-3s and C-47s, and we're going to go flying into the Netherlands. Viper Gaming, good to see you. Some mods have personality. It's hard to describe a uniqueness. Yeah, that's what it is. 100%. Hey, Fly with Nick is here. Good to see you, Nick. He says, I prefer flying well-crafted aircraft I don't like in real life versus shoddy planes I love in real life. Yeah, absolutely. Like, some of the aircraft that like put this biggest smile in your face are aircraft that I wouldn't. Oh, that's not mine. Do you know what I mean? Now, there are, of course, you know, I mean, look at the Comanche, the FSR 500, the Cessna 310. I mean, there's some really, really good planes in there. Arch, I will see you in 2 days, my dude. Don't forget the one jet I sent you a while back. Got to do that some weekend. Yes. Absolutely. Like, it's like, again, a helicopter, right? So what helicopters do we have that are, for me, the Alouette, because I'm drawn to the thing, because, you know, I've been in them. But also the Huey now. I'm just like, yes. I mean, that's an iconic chopper. You just want to, we're going to do a flight in a Huey. Where the H60 is like, holy crap, look how good this thing looks. Look at the systems in it. You know what I mean? And, you know, the same goes for a lot of the military aircraft. And I was completely and utterly geeking out the other day. Geeking out because I was watching DCS trailers. If you ever want to see, like, the best trailers in the business, they're the DCS trailers. They're just incredible, right? The storytelling and cinematography, they're off the friggin' chart. And you're looking at some of the equipment on that and you're thinking, Jesus. And then, you know, you jump into it and you can't turn on a light switch. Do you know? Murphy, are you planning to go to Vegas to attend Triforce Gamers? Yes, indeed. I will be there. I will be there. Yeah, the Alouette is awesome, isn't it? The Alouette is really, really nice. And it's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, it looks weird, but the sound, the flight modeling, everything, it's a chef kiss. It's just brilliant. The Alouette is a excellent helicopter in the sim. One of the best. Yeah, the DCS trailer 2022 and beyond, even 2024 and beyond, you're sitting there and you think, because they showed all the Pacific Theater stuff and you're thinking, that's not a game, that's real, you know. Yeah, it's nuts. Some of the stuff is coming into flight sim, yeah. DCS is fine to get into. It is hard to get into, but it's like everything. You need to approach DCS with a different mindset. Where we have Flight Simulator, we can, you know, our controls are relatively universal across any aircraft. Basically, with DCS, you pick one aircraft and you learn that devil, and your controls are set up to operate that aircraft. You know, and that's before you even get into the combat. You know. The doghouse will be ready. She'll have the doghouse pre-warmed, Scott. Why I love the MD-11. The MD-11 is a superb aircraft. A tri-jet. I mean, you gotta love it, right? I wasn't mad on the AN-225. It's yes, it has the draw to it because, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Airlock, I agree, dude. I agree. First time I saw the amount of pages on the majority of DCS modules, I nearly fainted. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. But look at, lads, what we have here in Flight Simulator. I mean, I love flight simulation as a hobby. So, like, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is without a shadow of a doubt, it is my favorite simulator. It just is. I love it. I love what it's brought to the whole genre of this, what we're doing. And, you know, it's not realistic. These are flying too close, and yeah, we know that, but we're just a group of lads hanging out. Do you know what I mean? And we're all flying, and hey, look what Canoe Head brought to Jesus. He wore that thing out. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about it. And yes, of course, there's loads of scope for the realistic stuff. I mean, that's our VATSIM stuff is doing that, right? And we're having a bit of crack with that. And then any of the series we do, I mean, it's just, this is class, and this doesn't exist on other sims. It just doesn't, you know? That's what I love about it. The draw to the AN-225 is the sheer size of it. Yeah, 100%. Key and effort, you take care, my dude. All the best. I own 5 choppers in DCS. I own 2 planes. I've only ever flown the Huey in DCS. I've never flown the Huey. Just have the coppers fly over you in a giant heli. Uh-oh. DCS choppers are a lot of fun. I have the Gazelle, I think. Yeah, I have the Gazelle in DCS. You know. Do you know what I have to get back into as well? I haven't flown it in a while. The Vulcan. The Avro Vulcan is an incredible aircraft. And again, I'd like to do a mission in that, you know. First time I managed to get in the sim and fly along, and I've loved it. Ah, dude, it's awesome. Like, it is. And like, it doesn't have to be. Some people will only fly in group flights. Other people might do one group flight a week or one group flight a month. But it's the whole hanging out, and you know what I mean. But like, when you see like every single screenshot that goes up on our Discord, I'll watch, because I want to see what you guys are up to. Where are you flying? What are you flying? And some of the screenshots are they're incredible. Incredible. They could be warbirds, they could be airliners, general aviation, it doesn't matter. They're stunning. PH Roy, you take care, my dude. We'll catch up at the end of the week. I'll be broadcasting live from Vegas. Gibbo was doing us a solid by firing up the streamage for us, you know. Flight sim can be lonely. Group flights and exploring stuff together is really where the thing shines. Yes, absolutely. Side says, ever since I found this community, most of what I do is group flights now. It just feels so bare without it. It can do, yeah, it can do. I might do a flight Dublin to Shannon or something solo if I'm doing nothing else, or I'm doing something else. Yeah, yeah. We need a Discord chat flight again, hearing everyone as we die on landings. Yeah, there's voice channels in there, Airlock. Oh, during the stream? Yeah, 100%. But and we've great choice as well, lads. I mean, that's what I love about it as well. I don't have as much time as I used to, or that I'd certainly like to, you know, partake in all the other group flights, be it with Ali or Viper or Kaharia, or you know what I mean. I just don't have the time. But it's class to see. It really is. And then you have all the different types of flights, and you know, you're either following historical stuff, or there's a race, or we're on an adventure to learn. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much. It's absolutely class. Look at the aircraft we have, isn't it class? The Tornado will bite you if you fly it wrong. Yes, I like the Tornado. That's really good. Do you know? What, Hammy, you take care, my dude. Good luck with the concrete. Is it done yet? Chinook sounds. Oh, the Chinook sounds are incredible. Really, really are. Well, we're nearly there. We're moments away from our final stop of the night, and this will conclude our volcano series. And I've really enjoyed this one because I've learned a ton. And that's why you target these sort of series, because for me, I get to do a bit of learning and research and stuff, you know. Muse sounds like, Jesus, I bought the Tornado when it released. I flew it once, I completely forgot I had it. Well, here's the thing with the Tornado, right? There's I know a guy who flies one, or flew one rather. I know a guy who flew one. And I don't know, do we try and take a deeper delve into how they fly? Like, it depends on what, like, it depends what you want to do. Sometimes I'll jump into a jet and I'll go flying. A lot of the time I go for general aviation, or I'll just jump in an airliner if I want to learn or something. But like, the options we have now, like, and yes, in 4 years the sim has come a long way. Yet, you know, the rotors aren't turning, and there is a frame rate issue with, you know, even the Chinook. Like, there's a bit of stuff there we're saying, wait, what? You know? Flying with Murphy, there may be historical stuff, but there will always be hysterical stuff. It's fun. It's fun. Just Flight Tornado also still to come out. It is Prime. Watching that very closely. It's made for fast and slow. Or fast and low, indeed it is. Fluid. Jesus. Fluid Kīlauea, is it? That's good, dude. Yeah, the Tornado, like, it's gas. Like, before we know it, there's another jet series, right? Because the amount of jets that have come out and still to come out. The jet series, we did the Fuga Magister, we did the Hawk, we did the DC Designs F-14, we did the F-18, we did something else. Oh, we did the MV-339, which is really, really good. And then we did the Vulcan. That was the last time we've done that. We've since had the India Fox Deco and whatchamacallit, Heapler F-14, the Tornado. There's 2 others on the way that haven't been announced. That, yes, right. I mean, there's cool stuff. We need to descend now. I think so. And then lads, you've a clatter of warbirds on the way, and I mean an absolute clatter of them. There's loads of them. Really happy with the dedication of the entire dev team. Yeah. The third-party devs, absolutely, they're incredible. Yeah, this is our full stop, lads. We're overflying the airport and we're going to drop down to the left. It's the howl on the Vulcan that makes your hair and back of your neck stand up. Dan, it really does. Back Tuesday, tomorrow week, Epic Fool. Tomorrow week, Tuesday morning, I land at Shannon, I think around 7 in the morning. And then, speaking of, like, we have a whole heli series to do as well. And because look at the helis we have. We're going to have, we have the Alouette, we have a number of Bells, we have the Huey. What else do we get? The H160s. Like, we have a lot of options for the helis. I'll have crashed the Huey many times. Dude, I can't wait for the Huey. Cannot wait for the Huey. Don't forget across the pond. Yeah. I don't know how that 707 is going to be. But I'm you know, I'm more interested in a 72. But we'll see. Like the 70, incredible aircraft, but I don't know how good it's going to be, you know. I'd like to get either the Tornado or the Eurofighter by CJ. The Tornado is better. As in, it's more feature rich. There's a lot more simulation in it. I got the better A10. Yeah. 77 doesn't have the range though. Oh, I agree. Don't have to worry about fancy avionics. I didn't have them. That's very true. There's a 7.4 Classic coming into it though. So many helis, I'll convince Murphy to get a collective. I have a terrible feeling that's going to happen. 757 needs to be good. Yeah. I love me a 757. I'm actually flying from Shannon to Chicago in a 757. Delighted. Hasn't the scenery tonight been absolutely gorgeous, lads, hasn't it? It's been incredible. United's 80, yeah. Raphael is my favourite jet fighter to pick, fun and fast. It's really good, yeah. It's really good. Like the helis, as I said, the Alouette I pretty much fly the Alouette the most. The Cow and Sim stuff, they can be hit or miss. They're beautiful. But in Microsoft Flight Sim, I think the Alouette is like the most accurate, I think. Although flying side, their Bell is friggin' nuts as well. That's really good. That's really, really good. Stunning! Yeah, the 125 isn't bad. It's a little bit plain, but it's a beautiful looking chopper. Tags Hanger is also making a Dauphin. And that's just like, yes, I need that in my life. And I suppose the like for the heli series, again, probably 5, right? 5 Monday nights, and it's learning helis. And even some VATS image on it as well. You know, flying helicopters on VATSIM. I haven't done it, but it looks like a lot of fun. Airport code here is Romeo Papa Uniform Delta, or HUD. Energizer they are, and don't forget, Flying Side are officially working with Bell helicopters. The windows are way too small in the DA62. Yeah. Any aircraft that was in the Aer Lingus or Irish Air Corps inventory pre-20 or pre-2000, please. Yes. So like we have a Marchetti Warrior, which is nice, but it could be better. The Fuga is absolutely excellent. The Alouette is excellent. There's a really good Gazelle on the way. There's a Dauphin on the way. I'd love a Casa, you know, an Airbus Casa. Murph, if your flight is at 9:30, it's showing the bird on Flight Radar 24 for Wednesday morning. Here we go. That'll be your time. You can track the flight. 9:30 departure time out of Shannon Airport on Wednesday morning, flying direct to Chicago. That's the plane I'll be on. I'll wave at you. Did Aer Lingus operated an MD-11 for a while, didn't they? Goblin Zoo says they're very much like the H160 helicopter, but also the 500E. Yeah, it's really good. Oh yeah, the H160 is awesome. The H145 is awesome. Enjoy your walk at Cord. Now the only thing is, as far as I know, I land at Terminal 1 and I fly out of Terminal 1. Because we've pre-clearance, you know? Yeah, 100% Dan, 100%. Right, watch your speed coming in, Murph. They had 757s as well? Did they? Jesus. Mini 500, that's a lot of fun. The Mini 500 is a lot of fun. All right. The Robinson R66, great chopper. Oh man, I can't wait for the Aerostar. Jesus, like we talk about GA stuff. Right, easy does it. Easy does it. Hard idle. Touchdown. 102, we'll take it. I bought the Mini 500 the other day for 6 quid. 6 quid, like, it's awesome. But yeah, I don't know how big the walk is going to be at O'Hare. I need to check all that out tomorrow. I've an hour of a layover. 1 hour. But the fact that it's to and from the same terminal, I'm hoping it'll be fast. You know what I mean? I hope. Otherwise, I'll have a delay getting into Vegas. But like, they're not gonna, like, surely they're not gonna plan you on the flight. Oh, there it is. There, look, Murphy's plane. That's how you be on now on Wednesday, lads. The flying cigar, the flying pencil. That's a rare craft. A Boeing 757-200. Flying pencil, yeah, that's the one. Oh, nice, Epic Phil, nice. Great aircraft, shame about United. Oh, jeez. We flew with United before, they weren't bad. You know, so. Ah, Jesus. But, yeah. Oh, look, DC-3 here, nice. Say goodbye to your luggage at Chicago. Don't be negative. It'll be grand. Don't forget, if you're over at Expo, make sure you see me. Well, it's hard not to see me. But I have a little bit of merch. I have,
Oh, Jesus.
hang on.
Hello there.
I have beer mats. And I have door holder thingies. No entry. There's stuff happening. Or enter. All is well in the realm. See me and just say Murph. Oh, I have lanyards as well. Just say, if you see me, just say Murph, give us one of them, will you? That's the magic word. Give me one of those. What is the seating layout on a 757? For United? I think it's 3x3. United 757-200 seating. 3x3.
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Yeah. I'm down this neck of the woods.
Oh, Jesus.
I sit toward the back of the plane. You know. So, they won't let me up here. United Polaris business. Right? Economy Plus is just a fad because the seats don't recline. Economy, in-seat power. Why would you be in a seat that didn't have in-seat power? I mean, hello. Exit row, no. The closet and the galley. I'm going to be close to the galley and the lavatory. Right? Dougal got botted. Hammy got botted earlier as well. Right near the jacks. Yeah, I must be invisible. Somebody parked inside my plane. And they didn't even buy a dinner. That was really funny. He's so funny, man. What? I'm at to breaking something. Why is that going like that? Oh, Jesus. No. I've broken the thing. I've broken everything. It's all gone to pot. Right, now let me see. Where's my internet? Over here. Brilliant. Right, so let's have a look at everyone here on the ground. Can I do it from here? Hang on a second. Jesus, we have double. So, we'll do something like this. Yes. Will this even work? I think it will. We'll do something like this, and we'll make it nighttime for the flash and light experience. How's that, lads? Right? Let's see here now. So your lightages, you flash them, and then we'll take our time as you fly through. Murph doesn't have the FRP 40. Do I not? Oh, I don't. Grand Fork, I don't. You got to smell all the backed up jacks. It'd be grand. Right. Here we go. We've landed, and to end our Volcano series, we'll play a bit of music. And it go... Oh, this kind of works. This works. Alright, lads, you know the crack. Line them up. Jesus, the loading. Come on, machine. So, the Firefly Volcano Series has come to an end, my friends. But don't worry, we'll be back soon with a new series. As we get ready now for Flight Sim Expo. Look at that, that's amazing looking. Absolutely stunning. What an adventure this was. Over the last 5 weeks, 5 different volcanoes all over the world, and it's been so much fun. So I want to thank you all so very, very much indeed, guys. Without you here, it's like there is none of this. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't work, you know. Despite me best intentions, it doesn't work. So yes, so tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure yet if I get a chance to stream. I will put out a Discord post. Wednesday, I'm traveling. I'll get in late on Wednesday night. It'll be silly o'clock in the morning, I think. Will it be around now, I think, when I get to Vegas? We're live next Thursday. Stream time is around, I think, 17 or 1900 Zulu time. All the information is on our Discord, and Gibbo, as I said, is going to be looking after firing up the stream and bounce it over to me, and I'll just keep you up to date what's happening over in Vegas. All the what did we get up to, and you know, check out my lovely Crocs that I brought to Las Vegas, and I might even wear them in the pool until they throw me out, you know. But that could happen. So anyway, lads, thank you all so very, very much indeed, just for hanging out, man. It's awesome. This is what I love. This is just the best thing. It's just brilliant. And all the follows, all the likes, of course, all the subscribes, the support you guys give, it's absolutely insane. When you think about it, like, it's nuts. It's nuts. But thank you very, very much indeed. Have a great week. Going to keep you up to date with what we're doing. The flight, as I said, departs out of Shannon 0930. It's United Airline or United Airways 757. And I'll keep you up to date with what he gets up to. I'll probably spill a drink on me, you know what I'm like. But we'll keep us up to date. So, for those of you going to Vegas, going to Flight Sim Expo, I cannot wait to just to meet you, to say hi. And I'll tell you a couple of terribly bad jokes. And for those of you who can't make it, well, virtually we're going to be there because we'll keep you up to date with what's happening. And keep your eye on Discord. Most important, that's where we hang out, lads. It's all over on Discord. ! Discord. If you don't know what it is, you can put in how to Discord. I think it's ! How to Discord. That'll teach you everything you need to know. And yeah, it'll be fun, lads. It'll be fun. So we'll see you on Friday. I'll see you on Friday anyway, when we're on the live stream. And it's just a chill out, hang out, have an old chat and see what sort of trouble we can get into. You know. So until then, enjoy your week. Have a great week. And thanks so much for tuning in, for looking after us, keeping the place safe, doing all you do, to our mods, Gibbo, Muse, and Old Veteran. And for everyone else here, lads, thanks very much. I can't wait now for Vegas. I can't wait. But already, I can't wait to get back. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see you soon. Take care. And I have to wait for the music to stop. I'll edit this bit out as well. And scene. Good luck to you. All you hear. Holy crap, it's hot. Huh? We're about to overfly Moneygall, the birthplace of the ancestors of Barack Obama. Sure, there's no one as Irish as Barack Obama. I should get the guitar out for this. There's no one as Irish, Jesus, as Barack Obama. Hang on now, lads. I can play this in the key of C. Oh, Jesus. And there's no one. Oh, what? Shh. Full reverse. Come on, Betsy. Oh, Jesus, don't go off the end of the runway. We need to Yaki Boo it, lads. Oh, God almighty, call a medic. Oh, Jesus, don't... That's terrible.